Okay, good evening, troopers. Commander on deck. Welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing? TOA, Snowy, Templar, welcome. You guys are all doing good. 10 minutes late. Yeah. Look, at least it was under like 11 minutes, so that's all that makes. 5. What does that 5? What does 5 mean? I don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean by 5? I'm scared. Anyway, hope you guys are doing good. Past 5 years. Oh, the Prime Minister. I actually recently watched the video by Trigonometry, and they were talking about like how fucking fucked up everything is in like UK politics and all that. And I think they had like 7 prime ministers over the course of like 10 years, and it's only gotten faster and faster since then. So yeah, it's pretty fucking rough. The chat, read the comments. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure it out. But 5 in that many years, damn. Also, Snowy, if you want kisses, you gotta redeem them. What are you doing? I didn't get any redeems, so I hope it's not like stuck or anything like that. But hope you guys are doing good. Short commander. I'm not short. I'm 4'7", which is like gigantic for bunny size. But I'm doing good. Okay. Just making sure. Like, you don't get them for free. You gotta pay me in lilies. But I'm doing good. A little tired. You know, I'm always tired. Like after work, I took like a power nap. So I'm a little better. But anyway, it doesn't matter how I feel because it is time for the weekly debrief. All the nonsense that's happened over the past week in gaming and streaming drama and all that crap. I'll be real. We're gonna spend like at least half our time talking about Demi and her orbiters and similar shit. So yeah, buckle in. This is slowly turning into V2 drama stream. Cause like holy shit, they always be acting up. They don't shut up. Sexgate, yes, we're gonna be talking about Sexgate. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Like I can see why my Akko and Mizu have like can talk about this sort of shit like constantly, because like when it gets in deep, like they just constantly, this is like it's 24/7 with these kind of people. Like they're constantly getting involved and making asses of themselves and like but you know, it's fun to talk about, so I guess we'll get into it. There's some other stuff I do want to like go over, but we'll start with the Vtuber bullshit. Good news, it's not all Demi. We're gonna talk about 3 Vtubers tonight, and their antics. One of them is connected to Demi though, so you know it's kind of a continuation of Demi and her bullshit. My favorite word is Banui. Allegedly, yes, allegedly they're getting into all this nonsense, and we are just talking about it, like, you know, discussing it. Because basically asks of who? Yosi. Aren't you a follower of Mizu, Templar? I would think you'd be aware of like all this like just dissection of like VTuber drama and things like that, but it's alright. We'll get into it. Let me get the music ready. And we'll lower that a little bit. Okay, let's get into it. But the sound's a bit low, is it? Like me or the watching time zones and such? Ah, okay, fair. Let me boost it a little bit. Is that better? Okay, let me lower the volume of the stream. It was like that yesterday too. Really, I'm in the yellow right now, so that's a little odd. I'll boost it just a tiny bit more. Is that better? Hopefully that's okay. And I lowered the volume of the music a little bit too, so just gonna put it even lower. Alright, hopefully that's good. Anyway, but yeah, like if you guys are not aware, Demi is a popular English VTuber and she's been going off, allegedly. Oh, thank you for the redeem, Templar. Thank you. Time to get into this, into this shit. Saw this. Yes. Okay, we have a few videos to go through. I'm also gonna be pulling up Discord because TOA and I think it was mostly TOA have been like offering some like additional follow-ups and things like that. Where were we? The date. Yeah, like here, right about here. Oh my god. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Alright, let's just go into the video first and then we'll go from there. Is Muujin in here? Yes! Muujin is involved. We're gonna talk about Muujin. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I don't even know who this guy is. Like the only fuckboy VTuber, alleged fuckboy VTuber, I knew about last week was that one that was like a bear, and allegedly he's cheated on his girlfriend or something like that. I don't really care about that. That's not really what we're talking about here. It's this guy, and apparently he's like there's like a bear VTuber. He has like he wears like a bear hoodie or something like that. It's he I think he fashions himself after like a mountain man kind of look. But yeah, Muujin seems to be, from what little I gathered about him, is that he's like a male feminist who really, he sees a girl like in trouble and he has to immediately go to bat for her. At least that's what I've kind of gathered so far. Now, to be fair, I've only seen like half of this video and I haven't watched this one, so we're gonna go through those together. But he already seems like a interesting character in this story. Kudos something. Yeah, I don't know who the other guy is, but he's not the subject for today. Anyway, let's get to this.
Hey, what's up, guys? For Pierre.
All right.
Welcome
like
to part 4 of the Deme situation.
Oh my god, it just keeps coming.
Down on the recent drama.
And this is her fucking banner. She's like, do not say for work of me. Don't think of me in that way.
And in no way does her recent post attempt to combat the narrative that she's a hypocrite.
Anyway, let's just go through everything here.
So far.
Oh my god, women accountability. There's been a lot of like funny memes. There's like this one. I think there was another one where like make the apology video, Demi, and it was like her in front of a camera with like a guitar. You know, like there's that one famous, that infamous sorry, scratching my ankle. One infamous apology video from like a I don't know, like a decade back at this point.
So it began by Deme.
Yeah, started with this, with her like just like, hey, don't do sexual art of me because, you know, reasons. And like I made it pretty clear that like I'm kind of with her on this, like to an extent. Like if you don't want sexual art of your character and your content, like fine, that's fair. That's a fair boundary to set. And like it's fine, like whatever. But then she went on to shit on Chibi, who was like calling her out on her like basically it's kind of actually like asking like, why are you're kind of sending mixed signals. Like, see, I think she commissioned this artwork. I can't remember exactly, but she does like a lot of like lewd art. We saw her banner and such, and she reblogs it, she retweets it. Like, here's an example, like just recent stuff she did. Yeah, stuff like this. Also, damn, this ruined Shisa. Shisa's a great character, and she's like fucking sullying her outfit by wearing it and having her do this dance. And she retweeted that, and it's like, okay, like this is okay, but like this is not okay. She's like giving really mixed signals, like what is okay and what isn't, right? And so Chibi kind of calls this out, like maybe a little aggressively, but for the point is like she's sending mixed signals. And her response to it was the whole, like, bringing up like his traumatic experience, like literally just happened like just a few months ago. Like his girlfriend cheated on him. I don't know, I can't remember if he walked in on there or not. But the point is, she cheated on him. She basically said like, I want to leave you for him. And then when he went to their friend group to ask for like some support, all the people in the group just went and basically said, well, we have more fun with him and we don't like you as much, so like we don't really care, we're just gonna keep hanging out with him and we're not gonna help you with your thing. So basically siding with the cheater. It's really fucking bullshit. Yeah, like it's a terrible story. I'm summarizing and I can't really like give proper weight to what happened, because like it was literally likely Chibi's like lowest point in life. Like he was seriously considering committing suicide, and yeah, and also this wasn't just his girlfriend, this was his fiance. She had promised that they would be together forever, and then pulls this bullshit, and it's just like, wow. Anyway, like really awful thing that happens to him, and then she just like laughs at him because of that, because Chibi is known for like he's like the lowly defender, and so that makes him like gross and weird and a geek and yada yada yada. I compared all this to high school drama, Mean Girl mentality. This chick, she's getting called out, and then one of the guys who's calling her out happens to have a terrible thing going on, and then she just stoops to like the lowest fucking low, and to basically just say like, haha, you're like, you went through this terrible shit, and it's like all popularity, right? And let me show her response. Let me see if it's in this video actually, or different things. But yeah, like I said, like I can kind of differentiate. I can be a bit charitable and say like, hey, there is a difference. Like you can have that opinion that you don't want your artwork or you don't want art of your character done in a certain way. Like that's fine. It's just like everything she did, her reaction to criticism is what's wrong. Art with nipple pasties is pretty not safe for work. Yeah, like that's what this is. I can't even show the full thing. Whereas always adding at the wrong time. I'm sorry, Templar. I need to go in and like check. Anyway, so she does that. Like, what the hell is this about? I haven't heard of this.
Posting very suggestive arts, and then she would respond to chibi reviews making fun of him for being moments, which is not just mean girl behavior.
Yeah. Wait, you got the reason why I call it mean girl behavior is because like it's the mentality of, you know, it doesn't matter if what you went through was the most terrible, awful thing in your head. What matters is popularity. Are you in the right clique? Are you cool enough? And if you aren't, then you can basically anything bad can happen to you, and it's okay because you're not cool. You're lame. You're not popular. That's why I call it mean girl behavior, and I still think it's like Rev is technically correct in saying that it goes beyond mean girl behavior, but like it's still the same mentality. It's a cruelty that only a teenager can reach, you know, like at least an adult can like think to themselves like maybe this isn't right. but she's so like wallowed in her her own bubble of self of people just like affirming her and like telling her she can't do any wrong, that she's convinced that she is the ultimate arbiter of everything. And that's how a lot of like, you know, that's where the popular mentality comes from. Also, hey Elle, hope you're doing good. Talking about VTuber drama, echo chamber basically. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. A clique is kind of just a mini echo chamber. So it's sorry. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Like she apologized, big quotations, and it was not much of an apology. We'll get into that. But yeah, this yeah, and then you know, top it all off with the hypocrisy of like she pretends to care about mental health, like in particular men's mental health, and talking about how it's very important. We need to support guys who are going through it. But then, like, the nerd walks in. The nerd that everyone decided is an okay target. And, like, oh, suddenly, like, oh, okay. Like, you're okay to make fun of. You're an acceptable target. Who cares about your mental health? Who cares about your trauma? Blah, 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 blah. Like, again, we're still, like, setting up at this point.
And making fun of Vince, but of course, she did just that to Chibi.
Oh, yeah, and there's the other thing where she has had her own trauma in the past regarding a boyfriend who has abused and used her. I've been getting mixed signals. Like I think she's still with this guy, and then she gets uppity. If you bring up her trauma, she gets mad at you. But it's okay when she does it. She goes to Chibi and makes fun of his trauma. Like, oh, like I'm just making fun of a dork who everyone doesn't like. So it's okay when I do it, basically. But that's her whole mentality. She's a hypocrite. Yeah, that's the big fucking thing. Like, not only is she being monstrous, but she's also being hypocritical on top of it. So like it just layers upon layers of her being an absolute cunt. So she's particularly pretends to defend men's health specifically. Yes, and like she is one of the few. I kind of went over this, how like there are the VTuber scene is very left-leaning. Let's just put it like that. And so like things like mental health for men and men trauma is usually very like thrown to the wayside. People don't care about it. People don't pretend to care. It's seen as a thing that like doesn't matter. So I was under the impression that like most creative spaces are, yeah, like most people don't give a fuck about guys, period. Like, you know, like if you're not gay, if you're a guy and you're not gay or trans, then who gives a fuck about you? Basically. And I've seen that like going all the way back to like 2014-ish, something like that. Yeah, I've been around for a while. And it's despicable, it's awful, it's terrible. Like, you know, guys have problems too, right? And that's why like my theory, and like I can't have nothing to back this up, is that like it's just an act. She knows, like, here, like think of it this way. The vast majority of people who watch VTubers are guys, specifically straight guys, who a lot of them are like lonely and want like companionship and shit like that. So if you pretend to care about them, then they're more likely to flock to you and watch you, give you donations, support you, yada yada yada. And they'll think like, oh, you're such a sweetheart, you're an angel, like thank you, Demi mommy, for caring about me. And like, again, like a lot of guys are like, this is why we have like the problem like OnlyFans of like guys who are addicted to OnlyFans, you know, because like they think like, oh, I give this girl $100, like she actually cares about me. Like, no, she doesn't. you're just her pay pig and yada yada yada. It's happening to an extent in the VTuber space too. And that's why I think like she might just be putting on an act to pretend that she cares about guys, but really, when it comes down to it, if you upset her enough, she'll throw you under the bus like anybody else. Like, she doesn't care about you. Don't delude yourself into thinking that she does. Just because he makes slop content does not mean that he deserved that. I don't even think he makes slop content, but like the point is like if you don't agree with him, that's fine. You don't have to agree with him. You can disagree. We can disagree with each other all the time, but it comes to a point where like, why are you literally like bringing up like the most traumatic event of his life, where he literally was pushed to the edge of suicide, and then laugh about it? Like, if you're the kind of person who does that just because we're having a disagreement, then there's something wrong with you. Mental health is mental health. Like, yeah, that's how it should be. Like, if people are having problems, they're having problems. You should just help them, right? Or like encourage them to seek the help if they need it. Like, but the point is like it's the hypocrisy of it, you know. I'll support you as long as you're coming to my streams, giving me my money and the attention I want. But it all goes down the hill when you dare call her out, which is what happened with Chibi again. She's literally still on vacation in Japan. Damn, it's a long vacation. I mean, if you're going to Japan, you should stay there for a while, right? There's a possibility she does something weird when she gets back. Yeah, like that's one thing about this. Like we haven't even got into like the new stuff yet, but like it's kind of died down in the past couple of days. The newest stuff is with like this guy who's like running the fence for her, but you know, she's in Japan right now, so like when she returns from her trip, this might blow up again. We'll see. Come back next week to see how that goes. Or the week after. Again, you know, a trip to Japan, like you want to be there at least a week, possibly like a month or more. But Nua, I can fix her. You can't fix her, TLA. I promise you. And clearly she likes the guys who abuse her, so you can't fix her. I think it was the one making Slav. It has been a while. I mean, like, the thing that people hate Chibi for is the fact that he defends lolis. Like, lolis and lolicons. Like, people who are into that kind of stuff. Which includes stuff people like me, you know? Like, I shouldn't be getting death threats because I want to plap Hina from Blue Archive, or Hoshino, or Kisaki, or Sia, or Iora. Like, that's just fucking stupid. They're fictional characters. Like, get your head out of your ass. Or like they're growing hissy fits at EV. Like, we're gonna talk about this, by the way. Insisting that, oh my god, she's literally 15. Look at her, when she's probably like at least in her 20s, like early 20s. But you know, all that. And neutral opinion on things happening with the giant pitchers protesting Pride Night. I was gonna talk about that potentially, the giant pitchers, but there's just so much stuff to talk about. The long story short, with the giant pitchers, they can do whatever the hell they want. They're not obligated to wear any colors that they don't agree with or whatever. Like, that's just like forcing them to do something against their will. They would never do the opposite, where like, oh, let's have a Catholic night, and all the players are forced to wear crosses on their cross pins on their pins. Like, no, you can't do that either. That's not fair. They can say no. Like, if you want to still do the night, fine, but don't make them be forced to do that. Like, to them, it's just gonna be another game, but they don't have to like do anything in addition to it. Anyway, but that's another thing. At least Benoit cares about us. Donates $10 zillion. Don't give me money unless you have it. I mean, I would prefer if I was like at least like a partner on YouTube. Then you can give me money there to super chats. But you know, besides that, you know, save your money. It's happened the other day. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that because it happened the other day, but there's so much other drama. So let's just keep going through that. They do it, switch the context around. I would have done a similar thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, why is it okay for one thing and then not for the other? Yeah, like if like again, the example, if they were being forced to wear crosses, people would be throwing a fucking hissy fit, and they'd be like, no, you can't do that, blah blah blah. The same people who are complaining about them saying they don't want to do it are the same people who would also not want it if the roles are reversed. Exactly. Having opinions, then it would draw gay art for being forced to be. Someone fucking called me Mago for having an opinion, saying I would draw gay art for being forced to be conservative. I'm not sure what you're. I'm sorry, that sentence is a little confusing. You have to explain it again. But like, you can draw whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't make you MAGA. Like, again, like, that's why a lot of people on that side of the aisle, they're a little fucked up in the head. And we're gonna have an example of that soon. Actually, this one, who has that same mentality. Anyway, we're getting off track. Let's get back into Demi. This happened to wear American flags. I mean, that's true. Like, we're all Americans at the end of the day, right? Like, you know, the pride flag doesn't represent everyone in the United States. That represents like what, 2% of the population. But you know what flag represents all of us? If you're American, I'm sorry, Templar, you're Norwegian, so you're kind of excluded here. The American flag. We're all American, so that's our flag. That's the flag that represents all of us. Or if you're like if you're in New York, you can wear like the New York flag. How about that? Or how about we don't have either, and we just talk about like the team that we're talking about because it's sports ball. Anyway.
Then the next day, trip to Japan that's going really well.
Nor is also red, white, and blue. That is true. Also, ignore the bot. The bot's being, it's just like a warning.
Oh, by the way.
People from San Francisco, of course it didn't make sense. I mean, San Francisco is special, sort of stupid.
She basically doubled.
Alright, okay, so yeah, she doubled down. Okay, so you kind of confirmed what we said. Like, okay, like, here's the thing. Oh yeah, she did this. She did like a live stream, like addressing the drama, and it was like a 2-hour live stream of like her regular content, and like it was a troll basically. So like, okay, whatever. So you know, basically like unwilling to like acknowledge like the problems of what's going on beyond like insulting people. If we say, okay, you know, people coming to her defense, like this is what we're talking about. Like, I'm not gonna give any actual clarification, but you should just know what I mean when I say not safe for work. And warn the clank you're low. No, it's fine. Yeah, no worries. I love gross and grown men whack 33-inch sticks and whack balls that were grip funny before. Hey, like, hey, if you like baseball, you like baseball. I'm not really big of a fan. I just thought it was an interesting story, but you know. Okay, then she did this. I haven't seen this tweet. This is new. Priest about men's mental health. Making fun of a man's suicide attempt. And then I pulled the scissors away from him. Oh yeah, and then this happened. Yeah, so like there was this tweet, but this is like a fake tweet. Someone basically photoshopped or auto or AI this tweet. This isn't real at all.
Then the next day, she crashed out even more, sharing this now edited post, where it originally contained a screenshot of chibi reviews, which is
like
it was
trying to like paint him as like this terrible thing, like, oh, like if he sees like random little girls in the streets, apparently he just gets so excited, but that's not true. This is an edited photo. He never said this. Like Chibi can distinguish reality from fiction. He only likes like, you know, fictional lolis. Like real life children are obviously a fucking no-go.
With the hope of painting him as
or buy it or get yelled at rather than eat. What's he like? Alright, see ya.
That he made.
No, this is the original post. He was talking about like a baby kangaroo he saw at in Walmart.
Where he is saying that he had his morning made. Screenshot of chibi reviews, which is faked. It was posted with the hope of painting him as some sort of a predator, but this is the real tweet that he made, where he is.
Yeah, I barely heard about this today. Like, literally trying to like fake his words so that they can pretend that he is a predator, which is just. I mean, these people go to like extreme lows, but like that's a particularly low one.
Saying that he had his morning made by seeing a baby kangaroo in a Walmart. Then she would double down on that post, saying she had to update the tweet because she doesn't want to spread misinformation.
I don't want to spread misinformation, but she did it anyway.
Well, of course, the main
blah blah blah.
body of the tweet contains many very manipulative statements.
Yeah, so let's go through this. When a priest about men's mental health while making fun of a man's suicide attempt. I guess last action when I pulled the sisters away from him to save his life. Well, first of all, this entire like segment about her boyfriend having this, like I've been getting mixed signals about it. Like some people are saying that it was actually he was attacking her. He was attacking her outright. Then I'm getting other ones who are saying like, oh, it was actually he was attempting suicide on himself. And that's what the fight was over, and it caused her to get harmed in it. If that's the case, no, Demi, we're not making fun of that. We thought your boyfriend was crazy and attacked you, and then you stayed with him. If it turned out that actually he was attempting suicide, again, I don't have no way of determining which of this is true or not, which of these stories is true or not. But if it was the latter, that's awful. I hope he gets the help he needs. And I hope that scar that you got heals up alright. Because, like, that's an awful situation to get into where you have to, like, fight your boyfriend to not kill himself. That's an awful situation. So, no, we're not making fun of men's mental health or, like, your boyfriend's, mental issues. At least I'm not. Like, I'm just speaking for myself. But I haven't seen people, like, call your... say that your boyfriend is like anything but like suspicious or potentially psychotic, and if that's the case, then he does need to see someone professional. It's information when people spread misinformation. Exactly, it's just fucking bullshit. Also, hey, good sir, welcome. Our favorite word, allegedly. Yes, allegedly he attacked her, and that's the story I initially heard, and now I'm hearing that she is claiming her allegedly is that it was preventing him from committing suicide. And I'm getting two sides of the story. I don't know if it's true or not. But if the latter is true, that's awful, and we don't want that to happen. You got rum, lucky. I'd probably be drinking too if I didn't have work tomorrow. I work tomorrow. I usually don't work Sundays, but I have to go in for an extra thing. Tried to take his own life and don't wish that upon anyone. As I said before, I don't care about the guy in general. I don't believe in that. I'm not gonna apologize to a guy who dated a teen when he's pushing 30. She's 19. 19's an adult, you fucking weirdo. Scan to spend $1,000 of a lawsuit that never happened. Source. Never in my life have I heard people siding with cheating future wife in any scenario, to be honest. Yeah, I'm surprised the guy who doesn't set boundaries that's good set. So you're not apology. Okay, so where's this other part? Like she did like a half apology. Where is it? Where was that? Over here, I believe. Like a pirate on the pilot of a new ship. No, stop. You ate all the reactor. We don't have a ship right now. Oh my god. And then Rami even got on Rema, whatever, even got on it. Whole thing about her being chubby and all that. I'm looking for that like apology, quote unquote, that she gave. Somewhere down here. I know I responded to it. Where's that alleged apology? Split one and take over the Caribbean. It's not a regular ship. It's a battleship, like a flying super carrier. Okay, maybe it's later in this video. Let's just keep going.
Man's trying to paint him again as a predator and as a scammer, among other things. She provides no explanation or proof of any of these things that she's claiming. Around that same time, the last 2 days really, people have been focusing
Okay,
on...
now here's the next big thing. But didn't mean it. Yeah, where's that apology? Like, what was that? Like, oh, the time. I'm getting like messed up with the timeline now. She actually got the rev. Oh no, Chibi. Okay, okay. Community, if you were saying, I was confused. Some people calling me hypocrite. Okay, I think we covered this one. This is sponsored. What was this? 15th. Let's see. I think it was after the whole drama. Did you find it here? Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. When was this? 17. Okay. Okay, so we're a little ahead of the timeline. Okay, okay. So we're fan art boundaries, person. Okay. What? Here's a paper mache. Response after. Okay, okay. June 17th. Which is over here. Okay. Yeah, here. Okay. Okay, so that was like, okay, that's like pretty late on then. Okay, okay, we're still going through.
Clips like this.
Yeah, yeah, the sex gate happens first. Okay, we'll get to the apology later.
According to some, they believe that she might.
Okay, so basically, I don't want. Do I show the videos? No, I'm not gonna show the videos. I'm not gonna show the videos. What now? Okay, okay. So all this started with like her like being fake say so, you know, being fake wholesome and trying to like police the don't be lewd, don't be lewd with my art and my motto, like yada yada yada, right? And then allegedly, there's some videos going around that allegedly she was having sex on stream. She was playing this game. I think this was like, I don't remember what the date exactly. It was something the 10th of was it the 10th of this month, or was it like 10th of like a few months ago? 6 hours. That always learning. Yay, I'm learning. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I am. Did it really start there? Oh yeah, here it is. What date was it? Before that's afraid of us to my ass. There it is. Because I remember there's like a bunch of stuff like going on about like, oh, it's they're comparing dates with like when she was on, or was she actually like with her? God, here's screens in the background. Let's see the score. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Oh fuck, I can't see that. It's so tiny. Here it is. April. Learned that the screen matches her first outer stream on. Okay, so this was like September last year. Okay, so someone just dug this up from a while ago, but like, it's still relevant to what's going on. Do such a thing. Well, that's the thing. Like, we don't know for certain. Like, that's the allegation. Allegedly, she was having sex on stream. And I'm not gonna play the videos. They're in the server if you want. This is our server. You can go to the Demi Vtuber drama. It's these videos right here. 6/14 and yeah, posted on the 14th of this month. You can watch them for yourself. I'm not gonna play it because I don't think we want to hear a grown ass. I mean, look, if there's gonna be any money on stream, it's gonna be mine. But there's like her motto is like fully let me try to describe it to you. Her model is fully animated. It has trackers, so basically, like, it's even better than mine, like hands and things like that. Like it was like humping, yeah, and she was like making like little squeaky sounds here and there. It sounds very suspect. It sounds like, again, allegedly, it sounds like she might have been getting railed and or being eaten out underneath the table or something like that. Keep in mind she was playing Outer Worlds at this time, which is a pretty slow game. She was just reading text at the time. I'm on the stream all the time. Good. You should be. This is a sexual experience for both of us. But yeah, the entire time she was what do you mean proud of me? What did I do? I didn't do anything all that great. I'm just like going over what happened. Oh, because I'm saying allegedly? Is that why? Sure. But yeah, it's a very weird point of the game to like get excited over, you know what I mean? And also, yes, I see it. Yeah, here you go. Mwah. Thank you for the redeem, and thank you for the help and pointing out like all the stuff that we're looking through. All right, let's keep going to the story.
I've been having intercourse live on Twitch. Now, just like I said in the previous video,
intercourse. He was copulating.
So, I don't.
You have to use. You have to use like. We have to use like PG words because YouTube.
All I know is.
And I don't give a fuck. She was getting. She was getting some hog.
Very odd, right? Just random blurts of screaming, lack of
small cute creature, not small.
All this stuff. In fact, some diabolical.
Yeah, we have that list too. Someone actually went through the video and like time-stamped every weird sound she made. Let me see if I can find it. I know we have it on the server too. It's right here. This. Arc 1 visit what you reformer. No, no, it's a finger away. What is this from? Is this the right thing? I posted. Let's see if I can find it. Wait, what thing? Is that it? Okay, this is it. Yeah, like it's a timestamp of everything that happened. The giant steep arc. Turn of the Dynasty Pro. Where is this going? They tried to be sneaky. Yeah, so like you can go through the entire thing, timestamp by timestamp. You can watch the entire stream, and you can get to I'm sorry, Lo. Oh my god. I mean, if you just want to like God, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, like here it is. Like someone actually went through and timed every time she made like a weird sound or like a weird comment that doesn't make sense, and it kind of comes off as like, you know, she's getting raw dogged.
Individual provided a timestamp.
And like I said, if you really, really want to, it's here on the stream. You can go listen to it. You can go judge it for yourself. I'm not going to play that. I don't want to hear a woman moaning on stream. Not right now.
For every weird moment relating to this narrative.
Anyway,
really been...
yeah, so people are like making comparisons to Dark Side Phil, who infamously jerked off on stream too. And she basically did the same thing. Allegedly, she did the same thing. Again, favorite word around here. Not right now. You know, I have private time for that, right? That being said, I do not want to think. I don't want to have any sexual thoughts about this woman. Like everything about her just makes me. She gives me the ick, as the kids would say. I do not want to have those kind of thoughts about this person. Anyway, moving on. So like, yeah, we went through. Oh yeah. Confirm.
Engagement bait, none of that, right? She doesn't care about any of that. She has retreated to her echo chamber to talk about this.
Going back to her
Not
server,
to
and like there's a lot of like
criticism,
stuff
but to
like
really focus on the narrative we just talked about, where she says, I'm not really surprised that chibi viewers genuinely believe I have
sex on stream. Yeah, she's just falling back to like, oh, like they're just making fun of it. They're just like making shit up because like they hate me, and of course like if they follow Chibi, that means they're virgins, and and like any slightly weird sound probably sounds like a girl moaning and getting off to them because they're just that fucking. They're just a bunch of losers. Even though like if you listen to the audio, it's really fucking weird. I think any reasonable person would at least be like, raise an eyebrow to it, if nothing else. So what's the context for that picture on the left? I have seen it in memes. What do you mean? My picture or... Oh, this one? Alleged cucking. Oh yeah, there's the next part. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. This is Darkside Phil. He is a very infamous streamer, YouTuber. Basically his claim to fame is that he's really bad at video games. And that's his whole fucking thing. Being bad at video games and e-begging. That's his whole fucking thing. Like, he's not particularly entertaining. His rage moments aren't that entertaining either. But he's like constantly begging, like every like 5 minutes he's asking like, hey, like let's get some super chats in here, let's get some donations, yada yada yada. Because like he has decided to make streaming his full-time job, despite the fact that he doesn't have really that many viewers. And also he goes into like, you know, attacking his viewers for not giving him enough money, being really just like a jerk overall, lying, stupid shit like that. And this picture is from when he was basically caught on stream jerking off. Like you couldn't see like below the belt, but yeah, I'm pretty I don't know the full context of it, like if he actually was doing it or like he was just trying to engagement farm, which is kind of like what they're saying with suggesting with Demi regarding that the video or like that one stream. Maybe like that's like the theory, like either there's three thoughts. The first one is she just really had to get some dick right then and there. Again, allegedly she just really needed some dick right then and there, like on stream. Two, she was engagement farming, and like you know pretty girl, hot VTuber model starts moaning and groaning like, oh baby, you want to like give me some more money and get into that. Oh my god, good sir. 3. Okay, here you go, good sir. Thank you for the redeem. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you for the redeem, good sir. Hope you're doing good tonight. Thank you. Oh my god, how much was that? I forgot how much the kisses were. I forgot. And the third theory is she was cheating on her boyfriend. Allegedly. Again, we gotta keep going. We're not there yet. Again, there's a lot to this story.
Boyfriend was literally streaming at the same time. They're trying to make themselves have a puck.
Yeah, okay, so like, yeah, so what do you call it? So she's like, okay, she's streaming at the same time. She gives like this proof, alleged proof. 800. Damn, I didn't realize it was that much. She's giving like proof, like how could I be having sex on stream when my boyfriend was at the same time streaming as well? And then that adds a new kink in the works there. Like, wait a minute. Okay. Your boyfriend was streaming at the same time, but you were making some pretty interesting sounds. Is it possible you were getting some from somebody else? And then now Sexgate has turned into a potential cheating allegation.
Point of view, you can't make this stuff up. They can't defend themselves.
Yeah, might not be true. Again, like, we don't know anything. Confirmed. Like, it's all alleged and shit. Anyway, let's keep going.
So
like, we'll confirm.
A character smear
We'll clarify a bit
campaign,
more.
which is very ironic. She's been doing nothing but a smear campaign the last couple of days. On top of that, he hasn't said anything. I don't even have to resort to talking about what
the NTR stream. The NTR stream is Rio, and it wasn't even me. I mean, allegedly, it's Rio.
They're just pointing out the hypocrisy and mean girl behavior above all else. And of course, the boyfriend's been silent.
Yeah, the boyfriend has not said anything. Oh, he's blocked the rap because of course he. This stream's not a son. What are you talking about? I don't NTR at all. Except when I do.
Preemptively blocking people like myself to try to control the narrative.
Because of course he is.
Deme.
And then she's like feeding into it even more. It's like, if I was gonna do that kind of shit, or if I was gonna like moan and groan on screen, at least like she's gonna plug her her OnlyFans. And then this led into something else. Stop forcing your cuck fantasies on others. My ass too fat to move that little. And it starts like a whole new I can just show you this whole new saga where like where people are started talking about Demi and her weight. Like, it's okay because, like, you know, she's a VTuber. IRL, she's not the most physically fit, and like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you can be on the chubby side and yada yada, be on like health things, right? Like, personally, I don't really care what she looks like. It's, for me, it's more about like her being an asshole. Like, if she's fat, she's fat, whatever, who cares? It's up to her. If she wants to like work on that. I'm not gonna like make fun of her weight. But she brought it up, so people are now talking about it. And so it led to like crazy shit of like people like showing let me see, where's that one video? I know there's a video right here. I know it's here, where is it? Yeah, here, someone posted a video of her, which is kind of creepy, to be fair. Like, you shouldn't be taking pictures. Like, unless she posted this herself, like, you shouldn't be, like, taking pictures of, like, real-life people and like, or real-life videos or TV show or pictures of people and, like, posting them. Like, you know, I like to think that she's a VTuber partially because she wants privacy, but then again, that kind of goes out the window because she has posted pictures of her ass. That she likes to say that it's like super fat and everyone and like nobody wants it, but she still shows it and all that. It was like Chanel this whole time. Case closed. Yes, I'm actually Demi. This is all me. This is my side account just to make fun. I make drama so I can talk about it here. You know, it's been 2 months since I moved. I went to my first yard sale and got a free TV. How'd you get a free TV at the yard sale? Now on the second month, I managed to get a DVD complete series of Curse. Oh, that's sick. Nice. And those fans. No. She was like joking about like, if she is gonna be on stream, you know, getting railed, then she might as well like post her OnlyFans, but she doesn't have one, so like, what's the point? So basically her defense is like, why would I do that if I'm not gonna get money out of it? Also, having a boyfriend isn't an excuse to not have a OnlyFans. There are plenty of OnlyFans girls who have boyfriends and husbands and partners in general, and I feel very sorry for those people. Let's just leave it at that. 1 foot 8 inches realized. Setting lies. Dicton fight saying she is fat is in regular suggestions because it was Rhodes v Eggman. Oh yeah, and then it got to that. Okay, so let's like we can talk a little bit about that, I guess. Where is it? It's up here. Yeah, let's just watch this real quick.
I am literally getting stressed the fuck out. I'm getting anxiety.
Now I don't really care for like Tectone, but this was kind of a funny exchange.
Because some of the takes he gives, bro, like for the past month, ever since he's put on that fucking gay pride.
Yeah, like this, like the theory that the gay pride shirt is like slowly ruining Asmongold's brain.
He's just given the worst takes possible. I don't get what's going on. He's usually so smart. He usually always knows the right thing to say. But this is like the 7th bad take in a row. Like, what the fuck is going on? So Demi has been going on a generational crash out. Okay? Calling people rapists, calling people pedophiles, making fun of people for being cheated on, encouraging suicide attempts.
Yeah, she's been going crazy. We already went over that, and then Asmongold comes in here, and I guess we'll just go back to like the Demi thing. He comes in here and kind of like defends her. Like this underground attempt to shame her. Yeah, like I do kind of agree with this. Like, don't post random pictures of like real life people to try to like make fun of them or shame them. Like, that's not cool. Like, don't do that. Like I agree with him on that. But then it gets weirder. For many, this is an A or even an S tier body type. Only jealous girls with eating disorders would understand that. She carries her fat and less fat in her face than you do. Think about that. Oh my god. That's just like, oh god. It was just like random like bullshit, and then suddenly like a nuke goes off, and like now we all know that Asmongold is a chubby chaser, and it's like, what? It's just diabolical and insane, and like I don't know how to take it. I think my initial response, like, okay, if you're into chubby girls, Asmon, like, go get it. They're gonna have a hard time running away. But it's just like, I did not need to know that, and then suddenly it was like, it was on my feed, and then we all know. Poor Kirsha, who for some reason has a crush on this guy, and from what I understand, I think Kirsha's in like decent shape. So, well, I guess she should probably go down like a couple of pizzas and like a liter or two of Dr. Pepper or whatever. Oh my god, I did not need to know this, but it's just it's not his height lane. What does that mean? And yeah, there are tons of like OnlyFans girls with kids. It's kind of insane. Drama about, I'm out of the loop about that. No, so basically he was just responding to this tweet, basically, of like, because like Asmongold has been like giving like the weirdest fucking tweets the entire month, and like the theory that I made actually was that he's been wearing like a pride or rainbow shirt the entire month. I'm pretty sure he started it as like to make fun of like a pride, and like, you know, whatever, fine. But like his takes this month have just been really fucking weird. From like the Eevee thing to this thing, it's just like, what is he doing? He might be joking about that. To be frank, the whole A, is this an A? Is this an A S tier type body? I shouldn't be inviting you guys to make that thing. Like if you like chubby girls, like, you know, again, go get it. But I did not need to know that. Meat, you don't want your teeth to hit the bone. You want as much meat as possible. Damn it. Then he keeps going even further. I guess it got even worse. To his Demi, the Vtuber, defending the body type as 8S tier. People look at her. Players are dying. Yeah, so he was like defending her, and then he did this video like yeah, not too long ago, like 10 months ago, talking about like how like this actually has been a trend. A lot of like fat influencers have been, you know, dying because they're incredibly fucking fat. Now, to be fair, this Demi is chubby. she probably is like unhealthy weight, but you know, she's not like, you know, those like literal land whales who can barely move and they need like an extra chair on the plane and yada yada yada. Like this is pretty okay, I guess, like as far as like, you know, fat goes, you know, like I know a few people who are like this IRL, and like, you know what, it could be worse, it could be a lot worse, and this is a lot worse. That's a lot worse. At least she's not that far along. There is hope for her, and you know, I would encourage her to, you know, go on a diet, hit the gym a few times a week, but you know. But I feel bad. I don't want to like judge her too much, because like that's not fair. Like that's just a low blow, because like my concern is her mannerisms and how monstrous of a bitch she's been. Like I don't really care about like her size or like how she looks, beyond like her like sending ass shots, putting like pictures of her ass on Twitter and then telling people not to sexualize her. Like make it make sense. He makes fun of fat people all the time. So yeah, so yeah, you were saying earlier, like, someone said it, like is he being ironic or is he just like running defense because the mind virus is in his head? I don't know. Health mind usually means healthy body, and the other way around too. He's not that American. Oh my god, I've known some fat people who are alright. I mean, I know some fat people who are really not alright too, but you know. It's Filipino for them. That is very fat. That is okay. Yeah, that is very. I couldn't even tell what she is, but she is overweight. My comment section is full of gooners. Well, if you horny bait all the time, it'll be full of gooners. Yeah, basically, this is fucking doing. Like, why are you surprised at this point? Anyway, that's that.
Could not help herself. She had to add on today with yet another post person.
So yeah, more people are calling her out. They're showing her the timeline.
And you can see the comments all shredding her, right? 23,000 likes, but you're hard pressed to find a single reply that is
yeah, all the replies are like
supporting her.
Are calling her out and bullshit. I mean, again, she has like a fan base of like 230,000 people following her on Twitch. I mean, Twitter at least. So, you know, she has plenty of people running to her defense, you know.
It's not a fantasy, but
people aren't willing to just let go of their VTuber idol who made them feel special that one time when they donated $50, you know. They're gonna keep coming back.
You just like being a explanation. Then this user saying, dude, you can hear you can read.
I'll read it. Dude, you can hear you fucking blast your juices in this clip, Lamau. Okay. Again, allegedly, she did have sex on stream. I'm leaning towards... Like, like, there's the alleged, but here's, like, my opinion. I'm leaning towards, yeah, she was doing something sketchy on stream that she should not be doing. You can't be, like, you know, flicking the bean, tossing bananas down the corridor while you're on stream. That's not okay. Don't do that. If you want to do that, go make an OnlyFans or make a Fansly, something like that. But on Twitch, no. What? I'm just saying. I'm leaning on Toy. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, Toy as well.
Pretending like you didn't do it for engagement. You were. But
the fact that she was like humping though. Well, I guess she could have been hopping on top of it. Never mind.
Just.
What's this
really
fallen?
excited.
Oh my god. It's not
really
that bad. It's just one VTuber being really fucking trashy.
Really excited.
And your cheese clapped and then pretending like you didn't do it for engagement bait. You were just You were just rally exited while reading, right? Really? Oh, I think I'm supposed to say you're really excited while reading. Yeah, because like that whole clip, she's just reading. She's not doing anything. She's not even playing the game really that much. Oh hell no, she's grabbing. Oh god, he's grabbing shit on stream. Okay, now it's like.
Keeps growing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, your dislikes. People are not happy. Okay? And the comment section is diabolical.
Getting plap 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 on stream is crazy. Woo, that's some backlash. Be nice to the community members. My ass. Never gonna happen. Unlocking replies on Twitter. Yeah, she's been like hiding everything.
Onto Instagram as well. This is her most recent post.
Okay, this is her most recent thing as of 4 days ago.
Want to tell us about admitting your boyfriend SA someone, which that is a series of what people are claiming are deleted posts. I don't think there's any proof of that, but
yeah, like that's another god, her whole thing, there's so many layers to it. So like that's another thing. She allegedly, I mean like not allegedly, like she said, where is it? There's like a post where she's like accusing her boyfriend of sexually assaulting somebody. Where the fuck is it? On top of everything else. You know where it is, TOA? Yeah, here it is. This was October last year. It's been brought to my attention that my partner had an incident where he SA'd someone close to me. He's changed since then. He's gone to therapy. I know this sounds bad, but people are defined by their past. People can grow. So, like, she had this up, and, like, as of recently, this has been taken down. Probably because, like, it's just more ammunition to be used against her. Like, of how, like, she's staying with, like, the most, like, awful person ever. Like, who she herself came out and said, oh, he did sexually assault somebody. And this is why, like, I kind of take that story of that story of like her getting stabbed her getting stabbed, and one side is saying that, oh, he attacked her, and the other side, or she's saying that he he was attempting suicide and she was trying to stop him. This is why, like, I can't even take that. I can't really, like, take her word for that either, because, like, this is the same person that did this, who sexually assaulted somebody. So, like, if she's willing to, like, run defense for him on this, wouldn't she be willing to do the same thing if he harmed her? I don't know what to believe. Again, allegedly, I don't know, but, like, clearly there's, like, at the very fucking least, her boyfriend has problems, and they're not going through it very well. Anyway, Kurdo. Kurdo, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy dick in the cloud for my ass cheeks because I'm learning the cards. I have to make that like a sound alert. Dummy, Chad, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy dick in the cloud for my ass cheeks because I'm learning the gooners. Oh my god. Was there a sound effect at any point? Like, mostly it was just her, like, moaning, but, like, was there any, like, wet sounds that I wasn't made aware of? Because, like, I watched, like, those two clips. Oh, there were wet sounds too? Oh, great. That's lovely. I didn't watch the entire clips. I watched, like, 10 seconds of each of them, because, like, after a little while, I was like, okay, I'm done. I got uncomfortable, and this is me. So... yeah.
Also running with that narrative.
Yeah, see, like, she has, like, full body tracking, like, her hands, like, properly follow her, and, like, look, if you've been with a woman, you know, like, they get blushy, and they, like, cover their mouths and everything when they're, you know, getting it. That's not a myth. That's something that happens. You know, everyone's different, right? You know, everyone reacts differently to how they get excited. I guess is the best way to put it. But, like, she kept doing that. Like, again, like making humping motions. Apparently there were sounds too of, like, wet things. Giggling. I'm leaning very towards, at the very least, she had a toy. There was something there. There was that one thing that, like, someone was suggesting, like, oh, she was like leaning over, and it was probably jerking somebody off. I don't really buy the that's another proponent to this. Like people are looking at the times between her stream and her boyfriend's stream, and some are saying that like, oh, they were streaming at different times. So like, who was she with at that time? And again, there's like, you could argue that she was just fixing the microphone. Yeah, like literally, that's all she was doing. She just kept doing it again and again.
You can see the next comment saying generational fall off. Hope you
anyway.
Crazy
I love it for sleeping plush. Since I got to use it as a hugging pillow, it's been helping me sleep earlier than usual. Is that all you're using it for? Or did you put something inside of it? I mean, what?
When replying to chibi reviews, LOL, it was such an awful.
But yeah, it's just getting. So that was the latest thing.
And then during all this, she has continued to repost suggest.
Yeah, this entire time she's still posting like lewd art and everything. Demi reposted. There's people coming to the defense, of course. It's been really disheartening. My personal experience is one of the nicest and most genuine. I don't know about that. Nice and genuine went out the window when she made that comment to Chibi. Just fucking saying. Publicly and privately has been nothing but positive. Her community has always been welcoming and friendly too. Yeah, sure.
Demi, late friendly. All of the replies making fun of them. There's not a single positive interaction on this post.
Yeah, so everyone's making fun of them and like calling them out. Like you're literally defending like this like absolute cunt. Like there's nothing really more to it than that. Most VTubing fans are no longer as merciful as they used to be pre-2020 year. Her group that girly pops. Yeah, a lot of people are just like coming out and like being
instantly blocked.
Or like, you know, this holding her accountable, really.
The original poster. This person saying nicest woman yet.
Totally didn't slander Chibi now. Like statement, locks comment. Yeah, the usual bullshit. You call her out, point out her hypocrisy, point out whether she's like you're defending a creep, not a creep, that's not the correct term. A monstrous cunt, and then like okay, lock replies. But yeah, that's this chapter of the Demi saga. Let's keep going. Probably getting all the evils since I only saw 3 on Costco. Okay. That's definitely a go. Go for it one day.
Welcome back to another video on the Demi situation. It appears that the clown show here has continued.
What else have we got?
This video is hopefully to be the end of this drama, kind of cleaning up everything.
This was 2 days ago.
Aftermath of her.
To be fair, yeah, 2 days ago was probably the last time she spoke up, and this is getting to like her apology.
We're gonna be looking at her once again.
Okay, let's just keep going. Up to your mind. A girl who stated her boundaries on something. Are you the clown? You guys are okay. So that more people are coming to her defense, which is not. Again, that's not the problem. I said at the very beginning, like this was the least of her problems. Like stating her boundaries. Like that's fine. You can have boundaries. It's everything after that.
Try to set boundaries.
That's not what people are complaining about. That's not what people are criticizing her about. So like I see people like this. It's like, is it like you just really like her that much? Are you willfully ignorant? I don't get it.
I'm saying and verbally abused
her,
and also that is
what the hell? Yeah, she's a hypocrite. We already saw that. Like okay, and then she flaunts her money, which is just like I mean like if you have money, you know, like good for you, right? But
also ironic given the fact just hours before she made fun of people for
she's calling people poor.
Farming engagement on Twitter and made fun of them for being poor, and to remind people how she's not poor.
And then she goes off and buys a Rolex to remind people that she is rich. Okay, like if you buy something expensive and you want to show it off, like I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but if you literally just like hours before were calling people poor and making fun of them for that, okay, there's the problem. Okay, there you go. Like see, I'm still trying to like be reasonable with this lady. Like her boundaries are fine. Like okay, she doesn't want people to like draw her character sexually. Just be clear about that. Like what do you mean by that? And then like she shows a picture of her Rolex and like okay, like yeah, like I don't hate her because she has money. Like that's fine if you buy something and you want to show it off. Like whatever. Oh, Oh, she was calling people poor just prior to this. Okay, never mind. Even I'm I'm being so nice to this woman, and she still disappoints me. She still finds a way to fuck it up. For money is evil. Most Rolexes are mid anyway. Rolex Daytona is the only good ones. I don't know anything. The point is, like, she's just flaunting her money, and like,
Flex that she
and
bought.
again, there's nothing like necessarily wrong about that in of itself. It's just that why I'm not mean enough, clearly.
Her first Rolex the next
Bless
day.
you. Thank
Then
you.
she made
Yeah.
this post about
Yeah, and then she did this with the fucking like lying about him. This is like a review. We already saw this. All right, now we get to the apology. Now we get to the apology. The apology. Let's actually we can just look at we can just look at that ourselves. Right here. All right, here was her apology, and this was as of like 2-3 days ago. All right, here we go. Let's just read it verbatim. I was ready to genuinely take this to the ground because of the idea that why should I ever feel bad being rude to someone who's a piece of shit? Okay, there's her first fucking mistake. You're just assuming that he's a piece of shit just because you have given nothing to provide it. The only proof you ever posted was like a fake edited tweet, which I don't know where she got it. If she made that herself, then that's even more reason to like dislike this person. But again, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she saw it somewhere and she took it at face value without like confirming it. I'm too fucking nice. But yeah, so like she already strike one. Like she's already deciding like I shouldn't feel bad about this person who I know nothing about, but I decided is a piece of shit. After some reflection, the thought occurred to me: do I really want to go as low as him though? There it is again. She's just implying that Chibi is a terrible person. Like I don't want to be on his level. He's the one that's causing the problem here. He's the one that's causing the issues. He's making the drama. Blah 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 blah. I'm up here on my moral high ground, and I'm perfect and good, and have done nothing wrong. To like up until this point, I have been the worst thing I have done is get on his level. He's the problem. And the answer was no. It has been spread numerous times with different people. Okay, so she didn't make it herself. Okay, fine. Okay, good. That's one thing she didn't do wrong. I'm right? Common ammo used against chippy haters. Fair. For legal reasons, that was a joke. Of course it was, allegedly. Anyway, keep going. I said what I said because I personally think there is no scenario that a friend group chooses the side of a fiance that cheats. I can't even fathom friends siding with a cheater. Well, that's clearly false. Like that's literally what happened. So awful things happen to people all the fucking time. Just because it doesn't sound like it makes sense to you doesn't mean it didn't happen. To pretend otherwise is just like, I mean, like, I don't want to say like always believe the victim, but at the same time it's like, why is that so hard to believe? I don't get that, but whatever. I mean, this is more like an opinion, and it's a questionable opinion, but fine. It's nothing innately wrong here. However, would I have brought it up if I knew he was suicidal because of it? No. Yeah, you didn't know because you didn't bother to look into it. You just heard that something awful happened to a guy, and then you immediately jumped to making fun of him about it. You didn't know his reaction to it. You didn't know what happened afterwards. You just saw like, oh, she did on his fiance, and he's a weirdo who likes lolis. Ha ha, tee hee, laugh at him. Like, how do you think someone is gonna react to something like that? Like, maybe they wouldn't go all the way to suicidal, but I imagine they're not gonna feel particularly good about it. I admitted it in the previous tweet, so why didn't I apologize? Because he's this and that and blah. But I thought about it, and that kind of apology is quite harmful. At least you're willing to admit that. I knew it was wrong, and I admitted that twice, but I didn't apologize. Okay. So after reflection, I am sorry. I'm sorry for bringing up a memory that made someone suicidal. It was a low blow, even if it didn't mean even if I didn't know, regardless of whether he was intentionally being a piece of shit. I don't intentionally be a piece of shit. At no point whatsoever was he a piece of shit intentionally or unintentionally. You just decided that he was because he questioned your policy, which you didn't give any any fucking clarification on. Like, let me like one thing I kind of missed covering was that when she saw Chibi criticize her, we know her reaction. It was like to make fun of him, right? After that, Chibi responded as like, okay, so you're just gonna go for a personal attack and not answer the question, blah blah blah. And then in response to that, she actually gave him a reasonable response, like clarification. It's like, okay, here's what I mean when I say I don't want people to sexualize my character. It was a very normal, well-spoken, clearly understandable response. That's like it's somewhere in the in the thread. You can go look at it. And like my response to that, as well as Chibi's, like, okay, why was that so hard? Why couldn't you have started with that? You could have just opened up with, oh, I don't like here's why I don't like it. Instead, she immediately jumps to like, oh, it's that creepy dude. Haha, laugh, laugh. Why? You could have just been reasonable from the start. Instead, she decides to go for the low blow. Instead, she aims for between the legs, like over like a reasonable like question. It's like, what? No healthy mind equals not healthy body in a lot of cases. Yeah, so like I mean, I kind of made that like assessment too. Like, again, this is my theory. Like the reason why her knee-jerk reaction is to attack so viciously and awfully is because I think she is not happy. We talked about like her personal life with her boyfriend and how like he is at best unstable and at worst actively harmful towards her, and all that is probably making her be very antsy and unstable herself, and that's why she's acting out like this, because like she is genuinely unhappy, and so she just feels the need to spread it to other people. In particular, if it's an acceptable target, because again, we already went over how like Chibi is an acceptable target because he's the weird lowly guy. So yeah, like overall, this is a pretty fucking shit apology. I remember my response to this was like, it's half-hearted, but fine. It's a first step, I guess. Because again, like I said, like it's filled with like backhanded passive aggressiveness, like I'm sorry, but really it was your fault. Like that kind of bullshit. Like at least it's a step in the right direction. And God,
if she sold that,
we already went over that.
A genuine apology, directing blame, and that she's not a role model, and it would have been so much better to just come back to streaming, since that's your takeaway from this document.
Wait.
Drama, which was a complete stream. This seemed to bother her more than anything, where she retreated to the echo chamber of her needs. That resembled accountability. Is judging others for not being good role models.
I don't know about this. What's going on?
The same as before. Community. She tried to make this apology, which was a complete non-apology, where she takes zero accountability. In fact, multiple times throughout it, she calls Chibi a piece of crap. And that's where we left off last time. But there has been some things over the past day or so where...
okay, so going on from there, what happened?
Pathetic of an apology. Let's go back to the Cinder situation. So
okay, I don't remember this. Okay, this was like another big drama that happened like a year ago or so, and
was a whole round of drama involving her, mainly centering around mean girl and manipulative behavior.
Was she the bitch in it?
She weighed in on that
It's on the accuser, not the accused. They lied to you. Here's 1,000 pages of proof.
Drama, and I think
okay, I'm hoping she wasn't.
Her response is so ironic, given her non-apology to Chibi and I guess her community, that it's worth...
I don't know anything about the Cinder thing.
Just a year ago, she said this.
I was reading a notice that the scroll wasn't moving at all, then truly saw how long this was. Holy motherfucker, I was truly hoping you changed with this Google Docky. Why they... God. I'm sorry. It's just like... It's just the baby language that a lot of VTubers adopt. Like, I gotta be cutesy, even though we're talking about allegations and, you know, potentially getting the law involved, but oopsie poopsie. Google Docky. God. Okay, it's literally the same as before, not gonna lie. You're again trying to just redirect blame instead of trying to understand why people were upset. I don't think anyone wanted to see your downfall. You were looking up by so many, even your friends, but still you want to play. Okay, yeah, I see the irony here. Saying that this girl, this lady, Cinder, I don't know anything about this Cinder. I can't speak for her. You're saying that she wasn't the asshole in situation TOA, but I can't give a definitive yes or no on that. Because I do not know this person, who she is, what she was involved with. But it's Demi's response is the problem here. It's that she sees all this and says like, "Oh, you're just deflecting," and then everything that's happened the past like 2 weeks regarding her, like, it's just, again, this is more the hypocrisy from this chick.
I was reading and noticed that.
So your downfall. It would also have been so much better just to come back to streaming since it from this document and address it than this. I was hoping for your comeback. I truly believe people can change. Now I just can't care. I'm truly disappointed. Oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, like, I get it. Like, it's just more Demi hypocrisy and bullshit. Exclusivity deal with artists, and other big female indie VTubers to try to bury Cinder because she was popular. Okay, that's bullshit. If that's true. Again, I can't speak one way or another about it. I need to like look into myself. But that doesn't matter right now. That's not the point of this this conversation. Oh, thank you, Templar. Give me a second. My lips are dry. Ada. Thank you for the redeem. Appreciate it. Guys aren't reminding me to drink water. Anyway. This was like after that, genuine apologies has so changed. Is accepting that you're in the wrong and that you're at fault. No excuse, no pretty. Yeah, again, this is more of her bullshit. And again, this is like a year prior. And what is this, a year prior? That's the big fucking step one, actually. Like I said step one was apologizing. No. Step one is admitting to yourself that you did something wrong. She has not reached that step. All she cares about, all she cares about is like making this go away. She just doesn't want to have to deal with it anymore. Beyond like, you know, trolling and like maybe engage in farting a little bit. Or Dusty Benoing. No, I'm gonna die.
Genuine.
So yeah, it's just more hypocrisy from her. Demi offering me an apology. They called me a piece of shit and she would never stoop low. Yeah, and then we saw like the continuation of this. So so she did send him a DM. Jimmy, generally, my bad for making you remember something like that traumatized you. I had no idea when I made that first message. Yeah, so she did that, but well, first of all, we already went through the apology. We talked about her like hypocrisy and everything like that. This is like such a fake half apology. The entire time it's like passive aggressive and like implying that Chibi was at fault to begin with and yada yada. So not even an apology, really. Really, she shouldn't have made this post at all. She should have just sent this and then left it at that. But like obviously no, she doesn't care, because like if you go back into her server, like shortly after the apology, quote unquote, it's just her like yucking it up with her fan base, going over. I don't really give a shit about randoms. I don't even recognize the names, so literally don't worry about me, Lamau. Here, please. It was never for them. Yeah, it was never for them. They would never been any of my viewers. Look at any of their profiles and realize that I angered the group of people that I would have banned in my chat anyway. Literally, I did this apology not only for me, but for my community to be able to move on. So yeah, she didn't do it because... because she was legitimately sorry. She did it because she didn't want to deal with the bullshit anymore. She didn't want to deal with the mess she made anymore. Personally, I think I can generally think someone else is a piece of shit while realizing I'm the wrong for doing something too. Again, she just come out just straight out saying it, like, yeah, like he was the one in the wrong. I just need to apologize because I don't want to stoop to his level. Here in Discord, please. Yeah, I was there for me. Yeah, so basically, the apology meant nothing. It literally meant fucking nothing. So he's still being
intended
fucking
for me.
ass.
However, prior to the ban, which the whole thing was,
Yeah.
for anybody who's too much on that,
Compliments with how I looked before. Oh yeah, so like going back to her being chubby. Yo, send an update photo of my progress. I mean, good for her. She's working on her weight. That's some self-improvement, but I think she needs to work on her mental state more than anything at this point.
and self
And yeah, and, you know, she's like fishing for compliments about like call me pretty, even though she doesn't really think she is. Also, thanks, Firefox. Yes, please. I want more. Yeah, it does seem like she's just fishing for compliments at this point. Yeah, there's like tons of people like, no, Queen, you're beautiful. Don't worry.
person you
And then we come back to this thing where like again she has like still a lot of people coming to her defense despite the fact that like despite the mountain of evidence should not be dismissed. It's not easy to come forward, but I have a gained the courage to speak up at AX last year. Momo-kun I said my ass in front of a large crowd of my person after I had just met her. Wait, Momo-kun? Oh, that one. Okay.
on something. Are you the clown? You guys are such weirdos. So she is the
Moonbase is equally rude 2020. It's just the hey Moon, how's it going? No hijacking the channel. It's fine.
People didn't respect it. That's the whole reason we're here.
Okay, so yeah, people were like digging stuff up on this person too. I don't know much about Momo-kun. I've heard her name. I think it's a her, whatever. Every now and then. So I get it now. Like, oh, like she's like going on about boundaries, and then she got an allegation of slapping this person's ass. Great. This was it's from 2018. Damn, that's quite a while ago too. Go for it, I guess. Only full of fire though. Fire of insult men. Oh no. Only men, it's women too. It'll be misandrous, please. But the people that will get mad at you are going to be Demi fans. Mark my words. Also, you're going to be fine. It's Demi that will get blasted. So fine. So just fine. Her fans aren't weird. I don't know about that. They're her fans. Everyone else and now women are involved in that, and it's fan of Chibi review. Yeah, so it's like really, it's just like, oh, it's the guy that we decided is bad. So you know, keep making fun of him and his orbiters. His fans. Based you profile pic user. He's entirely right on this, and Momo-kun is being cunt. The writer. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Dude, the writers are so fucking creepy. The amount of fan fiction they're making up about Demi is insane. Did anything we went over today? Is any of this fan fiction? I have only shown you stuff that she has said or like tweeted out or like discusses about her. None of this is fan fiction. This is all fucking Rio, but I'm just a fucking chud ridoid, I guess. I'm just over here making my cuck fantasies. It's her boyfriend not fucking her, but he was streaming at the exact same time. There's such things as dildos or her own hands or a vibrator or a Sibian. A lot of toys you don't need to have your hands for. Just saying. LARPing is religious, more or less. Where did religion come into this? Where the fuck did we mention religion? Hey, I'm right leaning. I'm on Demi's side. What's this got to do with right versus the left? Oh, here it comes. Alleged. Yeah, like of course all of this is still alleged, but still, like I have shown nothing but like facts and given my interpretations of it, and you can disagree with me or you can side with Demi. It's all up to you. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing and what I think about it. Get on my replies. If you're homophobic, transported, etc., the right is inherently linked to anti-intellectualism. And this person wants to pretend that fan fiction is being written. Okay. Lies and scamming. If you can't see that by the way the world is devolving and still blame queer people for it, you are ontologically evil. I don't blame queer people for the problems of this world. I blame the fucking retards in government. That's what's wrong with the world. And the people taking advantage of their kindness. Oh my god. Fair chud. Thank you. I want to be everyone's favorite chud, honestly. I love being a chud. More goodwill than most. Yes, like I've been nicer to this person than I really think she deserves. Why? I don't know why I'm like this. Really, I should be more mean. Not transphobic, I just believe in science of her feelings. Like, yeah, there's something innately wrong with that. It's just like, ugh, God. But this is hilarious. Like, these people are both demi apologists, and but this guy says like, oh, I'm right leaning, so like can we just like all agree that we're on Demi's side and like, you know, protect her and blah blah blah? No, we still need to have our major tribalism. If you're not on the left, then you deserve to be ousted and ridiculed at best and put on a spike at worst. Like now they're eating each other. Now like we're back into Ouroboros territory. They're just like devouring each other and at each other's throats. Like they can't even be genuine with each other. It's just amazing. And these are the kind of people that follow her. Like this guy seems like all right. Like he's at least trying to say like, hey, let's have some fucking nuance here. And then he just gets fucking attacked for it. Keep in mind, this bitch got 800 plus likes. He's got none and 4 replies. So I think I can tell where most of the people on Demi's side are leaning and what they're going for, and they're probably of this mentality down here. Ugh. The femboys for real. Clearly, it's all our fault. You with temporary, goodness is eternal. Hopefully that'll come true.
Get out of my reply.
Anyway, so what's this bitch about? Clear skies on PC. She it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I just got an aneurysm really. Ow. I saw that and I was wait, is this a bot though? This is a really new account. It came out like February this year. 242 followers. Following nobody though. You think they'd be following Demi? Maybe it's a bot. I don't know. It's just memeing.
While calling themselves an it. I'm sorry. I respect you as a human being too much.
I don't. Sorry, I don't fucking vibe with people who call themselves it. It's just, no, please stop. You're a person. Stop this roleplay. Demi did nothing wrong. Okay, where's your evidence? Laughing at someone getting cheated on and almost committing suicide, or mild criticism means she did nothing wrong, huh? I guess Demi's an angel. It's fine if you don't like Chibi, but defending someone like that is wild. Yeah, that's like literally what we're saying. That's like everything we've been saying, like scrunched down. Well, I mean, that's not what happened. She threw a comment insult at him that literally everyone who doesn't like him throw in his face. He got cheated on. He told everyone this. Is it a low blow? Sure, but I don't see why. Is this worth overacting about? It's not worth like criticizing somebody who laughs at other people for being cheated on, and then like fueling it even more and more, and then being called a hypocrite on top of it, and then like ignoring everything and just okay. There's something wrong with that, I guess, by this person's standards.
Nothing wrong. Yeah, I think we should stop calling someone.
But yeah, I can't really blame Demi for apologizing when she's been public. She didn't apologize though. So the man's ego. She didn't insult his ego. She insulted the fact that he was cheated on. God. They love to like gussy it up. Like they always say like, oh, you should like he just insulted a man's ego, you know, the most fragile thing ever that we should be making fun of constantly to begin with. Again, acceptable targets. Chibi's a acceptable target. men are a acceptable target. It's just just put it, discussing it up in the correct word and the correct ways, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can be as horrible and monstrous as you want. We can see your comments and retweets. They've been on here just to provoke a reaction, and they're still not satisfied. Fuck the man for using her for outrage. That man. Okay. For her fuck's sake, but she absolutely shouldn't have cracked under pressure and apologized. It wasn't even an apology. Now they can't even agree if it's an apology or not. I mean, this one's oh my god, under pressure with a little freak, and his little freak in his groups are professional grifters, man. They hold onto any little they can and weaponize a shame others don't see it. Yeah, again, like she has like 2,600, like 260,000, like fucking what do they call it? 260,000 like little cucks following her, so she's not gonna be missing out on like people to use to run defense for her. Displaying the straight white men, everything is their fault anyways. You guys still have a great rest of the stream. All right, Templar, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Bye bye. But yeah, this usual bullshit.
They hold the same.
It posted makes Demi look like she was ever in the wrong. This is nothing. Well, clearly, they're not looking at the same fucking thing. Honestly, really disappointed in the fact that barely any big names are defending Demi. I know the whole argument of only angry insults still talk about it, but it feels like that mindset is just creating an environment where the anime community harassment gets literally no pushback at all. It feels the same as when people experience racist harassment. We always gotta bring in the other issues, right? And I just told to ignore it until it drives them crazy. Oh boy, yep. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Okay. That's the kill. Chibi fans, come at me, fucker. Come at me. If you can even run up the stairs. You shouldn't even have to be a non-apology. You should have made him. Yeah, this is the sort of people like that we're dealing with. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I didn't see this. The only surprising thing about this is that I didn't see it sooner. Yeah, this is like pretty much where they always go to. Like they can't fight the arguments. They have like no like sound argument or logical reasoning behind them, so they just jump to we should just kill him. And people who agree with him, who are like him, because we can't win in the arena of debate or logic or reason, so we gotta just jump to like we just gotta silence them forever, of course. Well, you got that one. I hope you enjoy that one. Like again, 4th of July is coming pretty soon, so look forward to that one. I have another pretty spicy artwork on to celebrate America's 250th birthday. Look forward to that. And yeah, Roach did come to her defense, but it was more regarding like her physical photos. I haven't seen any comments from him about like the drama overall. So yeah, so like he's been like mostly quiet about it, just like that one thing. And I think he was just like he just really wanted to say that he thought she was hot. I think he was just horny. Anyway, coming up. Welcome, by the way. What do you mean? Anyway, just a disabled loud gamer.
To be interesting.
Anyway, but yep, that's like the last thing we have from Demi and her fans. Independence Day. Well, why you're welcome though. Anyway, but that's the last thing from Demi. But like now we can talk about more one of her defenders. And apparently this guy went off and like did some pretty interesting things. So like let's just go through the video and I'll comment as we go because I haven't seen these like to their fullest yet.
So in this video, I'll be going over the recent crash outs from the YouTuber Mugen. This stems from his recent coverage of the...
Also, I told you guys you're going to be like, this entire stream is just going to be VTuber drama because we're nearly 2 hours in and we barely got through like 2 videos.
Deme situation, and when facing
as
a
I
lot
drink.
of criticism and mockery for his biased coverage, he is trying to not only mock people. for not
Mambo,
watching
that's his
this
name.
video,
You wouldn't have won if it wasn't for the British, so you're welcome. Oh, okay. Thank you, British, for giving us an opportunity to take independence.
so, but also trying to gaslight
Appreciate it.
people into believing a fake narrative while
Rima
simultaneously
Neverstar
flexing
is
his
allegedly
views
defending
and thanking
Mugen's
people for
video.
free promotion
Rima, which
on
is
his
Rima? Wait, is Rima the horse? Is that this one? Where is it? Fuck, I fall. Yes. Oh boy. I've always wanted to dissect Rima, not because I dislike her, but because she's had her own interesting. She's a drama. She's like the one drama VTuber I know about. So, but besides like Mizu and Akko. But she's bigger than them, so I'm curious. I'm curious to see what she has to say.
video. And of course, that video is this one.
Anyway,
right here.
I'm gonna go over just like what Mugen said tonight because I do not have time to go through another video at this point.
Titled
The horse, I thought it was a fox. She's supposed to be like a horse, I'm pretty sure.
How a VTuber Setting Boundaries Turned into Disaster. The Deme versus Chibi reviews.
You're allowed to set boundaries, but you not. But the problem arises when you try to traumatize them. Jeez.
Situation. As you can see, this video is
Okay.
not being well received, barely hovering over a 75% like to one that focused largely about 40 minutes of the hour-long video about the
So from what I understand, apparently he like hyper focuses. It's an hour-long video, and he hyper focuses on the whole sex gate thing, rather than her commentary and her actions.
plappenings during a
The
stream
ploppening. Sex gate, the ploppening. I like the ploppening more. It sounds cool.
from about in this comment relate.
Okay, we already went over this. We already went over that.
Not the fact that this video is just utter trash, and also as
Yeah.
pointed out in Mugen's own comment section,
It's the most reliable source to use. Yeah, so this guy is like clearly incredibly biased, trying to pretend that Chibi's like the actual one at fault here.
In his coverage here, he describes as objective looks into the
Objective, okay.
dismiss of that YouTube comment. Mugen would heart a comment saying, "What source?" Mugen is talking about how the internet anarchist covered Chibi in the past to give background context. But that's not what he did. He didn't just give it as background context. He claimed the backlash on that video, the criticism, was the result of brigading that is attributable to Chibi reviews. So I guess he's going to make
Oh yeah, he's saying that like the dislikes on this video are because of Chibi, apparently.
the same excuse with his own video, attributing the 4,700 dislikes to brigading yet again. And the whole narrative.
It can't be that people are disagreeing with me. It's just that they're review bombing. They're just hating because like they're loyal to the fan base is just that loyal to him.
Painting is a very obvious one. It's not about the criticism towards Deme reflected in the comments on it.
Don't need shoes when we don't need dudes like him in this world. Yeah, it's very clear that they're incredibly biased against him. Believes he deserves to live. It's crazy. Oh my god! Like these are the people we these are the people we are up against. Chibi said he was a pro. He just stopped feeling sorry. Oh my god. It always comes back to current day politics, right? No, this Chibi person from the also base of Chibi, just saying. Anyway, Chibi person with a hole in a wall, but it was one of the. If I was one of their fiance friends after seeing this dude, I would side with the fiance too. Wow, wow.
His video. I mean, just look at some of these. Public stoning of Chibi reviews when we don't need dudes like him in this world. The next one saying
We get the gist. Chibi's brother's uncalled for. His bro wasn't involved in his bad behavior. He had no bad behavior, but also you really shouldn't. But that's also true. You should never bring up his brother because he didn't have anything to do with him. Yeah, and even if, and I'm talking big fucking if Chibi actually did something bad and he didn't, his brother still has nothing to do with him. He has no say in what what Chibi chose to do, and also his brother's dead. He has nothing. He has no say on anything ever anymore. Period. Like, leave him the fuck alone. Let him rest. Had the fake Walmart tweet in it. I bet it did. Yeah, like, isn't it like, I don't know if that's the the source of the fake Walmart tweet, but I imagine it's like one of the ones that like made it the most prolific, like spread it around the most.
100%. 100%.
Something about him getting consumed against him and such a getting cucked and his friends all siding against him. It's 100% fair game though. Wow. Even when they're like talking about the brothers, it's like this did not happen for no reason. Edit the IRL pic of Demi. I apologize, Demi. I was not familiar with your game. What? More people like coming out and saying like, oh my god, like, oh yeah, what that thick fucking ass. Get some more of that. It was just the second most recent time it's been used other than Demi. Okay, okay.
Now
yeah, I have no idea where that tweet came from, but now I know it's a common fake strat used against them.
Started because not only was the video edited, so people didn't really know what was included.
Oh yeah, by the way, he also did show that video or that fake tweet
in the
lying about it.
Portion of the video, but given the second edit and this fake tweets that Deme had briefly tweeted about chibi reviews seeing cute lollies, which was not
what he was talking about.
One and two out from Deme.
Yeah, we already saw that before.
Wasn't certain around everything, but we do.
Mushin had cut out of his terribly researched video. It's actually a fake tweet of Demi that Chibi spread in 2 tweets. He deleted the first version, that left the second version up until suddenly deleting it on it. Oh, okay. He's talking about this tweet, the one about her boyfriend sexually assaulting someone. Okay, is that true? Let's see.
Somehow, people getting this wrong completely debunks everything. But we do have the actual original clip that was edited out, and honestly, it doesn't really help anything that Mugen is trying to claim.
As this was happening, Chibi would tweet this, saying, "Hold up. Is it true she's deleting tweets to hide evidence now? This all could have been avoided if she didn't double and triple down. My mask-off ability is stronger than ever." So here Chibi would be referencing another allegation, the fact that she was deleting posts about her boyfriend's past behavior. In this post, made in October 2025, Demi would say, "It has been brought to my attention that my partner sounds bad, but people aren't defined by their past, people can grow." Chibi would have something to say about this. This all started with me calling her out for hypocrisy. If this is true and she's deleting these tweets, it's nuclear level bad and a big yikes. I actually am concerned she has Stockholm Syndrome at this point. This is horrifying. As this was going on, he would do something that he always typically does when there's a conflict or drama surrounding him, which is post a screenshot of his stats. As this was happening.
So as you can see, the post he made related to this was asking if it was true, and if it was true, it would be a really bad look. But notice how Mugen ended that portion of the edited out section by saying, of course, Chibi, when facing a bunch of controversy, would flex his wealth and his stats on Twitter. Doesn't that sound familiar? This was something that Mugen did not.
So is it true? Oh my god, they went in with a briefcase to buy it. But is it true or not? Now I don't know anymore. Yeah, and this is why everything's like allegedly until we don't know. And then like also with like the potential like deleting like posts. Didn't like Akko go through something? That was another part of like this whole thing where she was like flagging people for or like potentially was flagging people for or like has a history of flagging people, something like that. Where is it? Here, this list her boyfriend. She's now allegedly deleting past tweets as seen above. Yeah. Like all of this is just like it just adds up more and more to like this potential hypocrisy and she acts
in this situation when facing a bunch.
Don't know till the CCTV of the sex gate is released. Basically, yeah.
That she's buying a Rolex, which is even more ironic given her hypocrisy.
Release the
just
tapes.
hours before,
No.
mocking people for farming Twitter engagement because they're poor AF. Which then again. This is kind of the same attitude.
Yeah, it's more of her hypocrisy.
Actually, and in the video I go through.
And they're going on there, showed a fake tweet from Chibi in this video, and they edited it out after upload for damage control. If you actually watch the video, you see it. And in the video, I go through the trouble of explaining that it's false. What I did edit out was a tweet at 49 minute mark by Demi that was posted by someone else. Turned out to be fabricated, so I removed it. Multiple people pointed out after upload. Watch it first.
The trouble of explaining that it's false. What I did edit out, someone else, it turned out to be fabricated. Besides the video, at least bothered to watch it first. anyway, very familiar here. He's now
Yeah, some more like the farming for
trying
engagement.
to flex the free marketing. He's not going well. 500 likes, nearly 200 comments. But you can see him saying over and over again, if you watched the video, you would know what happened. Well, the problem is you edited the video. A lot of people were
Yeah, the
not
original video doesn't
familiar
exist anymore.
making videos that
Oh my god, for me, I could see him making videos that millions of people enjoy.
millions of people enjoy. Flexing his view count, which and then this was the Psychono situation in the now deleted video. Since then, 500k, 400k, 300k, 300k, 300k. So these are still great view counts on videos, but this guy was flexing, getting millions, and did the
Yeah, so I can only wish them the best and hope that his ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, peace at the what?
Dropped by about 75%. So that's only something to point out when someone is flexing their view count, but he also ended the whole Psychono situation by ironically saying, I can only wish them the best.
I don't know anything about the
and
Psychono
hope that his
thing.
ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, can find the peace that she deserves. Ironic, given the fact that he thinks this girlfriend who was cheated on deserves peace, but Chibi reviews and this whole narrative, not as much grace.
Yeah, it's more hypocrisy, like selective outrage, selective support. Like, I like this person, so I'm gonna give them support and hope that they find peace. But oh, Chibi's a fucking gross lolicon, so like he can eat rocks.
Forwarded over to him,
even though he went through basically the same thing.
did in his why people
Getting real stream meta probably this. With Sarka, I cut that out. Oh yeah, that's just the one of it.
that was the fake tweet in the way they're trying to paint it. And Mugen in his now deleted video used that exact same phrase, which he would eventually edit out before eventually deleting the video. So editing out portions.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Like, they were trying to call this guy a predator. Now I remember. Yeah, like he was like cheating with like several girls. Like, he's a fuckboy, and I think we did talk about this a little bit. Like, he's a fuckboy, but he's not a predator. Like, they're pretending that just because the girls were on the younger side or like in their 20s and he's like mid-20s or something like that. And it's just like, in fact, it's just like misuse of language again, just trying to pretend that he's something he's not, just to make it sound worse than it actually is. Like, yeah, he's a cheater, but like that's not a point where the law gets involved. Like, the girls to just all like, you know, dump him and stop fucking falling for Korean pretty boys. Girlfriend with multiple women, yeah, side hoes didn't like that they weren't the main chick, so they made a Google docu. Stop calling it docu, because he's a predator and to destroy his career. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Was one of the how was one of the side hoes? Oh. I mean, on one hand, I feel bad for her because like, dude, like, that's rough, and also like have some respect for yourself. Like, again, you fell for the Korean pretty boy trap. I've heard this guy talk. He sounds like a fuckboy. He like everything he says, he sounds like he's being flirty about like even normal, average, everyday conversation. But also, you know, Bao's a bitch. She was mad he didn't dump his jet for her. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is like teenager levels of like self disrespect for yourself. Like, your thought isn't, I should get away from this guy. Your thought is, your thought is, pick me over the other girls you're cheating on with. Wow. Why do these people have fucking massive followings? I don't get it.
Is a routine thing for him at this point. And in that,
yeah, he's a fuckboy, but he wasn't a predator. He didn't groom underage girls. He was just an asshole. When she said she wasn't even unreasonable on a personal attack, you baited yourself in this one. It's fair as fucking IMO to criticize the use of dangerous predator in the post. You should know better as well. And apply. Again, she's trying to like police language and say, "Hey, don't use that word, dangerous predator. That's a very serious word." The irony, again, everything about this girl is this irony and hypocrisy. Like, oh, I can tell you not to use that word incorrectly, which, you know, technically she is correct on this one. That wasn't inappropriate word uses. Inappropriate word uses of a very strong word. But also, bitch, you're trying to smear Chibi because and make fun of him too. It's like, great. They put on a good mask. Pretty much.
And the responses to it.
Oh yeah, like how do these people get there? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, because they. I mean, if you're entertaining enough, you can be the biggest fucking asshole in the world, and people will still come.
Even Deme getting videos out so quickly. Well, if he didn't get this.
Why are you so quick with it? I'm the danger. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's the problem, dude. Maybe being a little too quick on the uptake is a great way to like make mistakes like that.
TV reviews video out so quickly, he would notice that the whole narrative surrounding the posts that were faked of Deme, this happened 3 days ago, 4 days ago at this point. So
don't fake tweets. I can't stand the shit. I give someone like them an out by doing the shit, so now I have to say sorry to a shit person because some fucking retard wants to be cute as fucking BS. There's some people that I got.
He wasn't really doing that much research when he was going through this situation, and people just aren't buying it. You can see this quote saying,
"Go and put in fake info on accident, even if you weren't such a reliable narrator." Spell it. Yeah, okay. Don't come. Gotta come.
Tom is a week old, and the dude still put in fake info on eyes, right? They're special.
Good for you. If you know people aren't stupid and can see with their eyes, right? They're special eyes. Yeah, he's just a fake journalist, like trying to like claim that he found everything out and all of that. Okay, so let's talk about that. So okay, so like this is not a reliable tweet, and it's possibly fake too, or like not. I mean, like the tweet itself could be fake too, but it could be fake that she deleted or not or anything like that. We're kind of just taking everything at face value is all that. So like, let's just keep that in mind. This isn't real. It's from what I'm understanding. Either way, it's still a pretty fucking precarious position she's in. That's why we have a favorite word. Allegedly, yes, exactly. All right, so that's all that. So that's like part one of Mugen's defense. We got part two.
So it appears we're adding yet another chapter to the Deme related situation. In my last video, and you can thank the look into the Deme situation.
Fraud and 13. Let's go forward.
A woman into the situation, and with this whole, you can see original version to Walmart.
Yeah, right onto this.
It was a fabricated tweet. Now this is the real tweet.
Yeah, he tried to lie about this, pretending that he lied about this tweet. Like again, like it's a common one that a lot of people like to use. But then like re-edited it so they can say like, oh, it's fine now.
Video that got over.
Then he did that, the Predator thing.
Momo, who made this Google Doc that has over 40 million views, where they labeled him not only as a serial cheater, but as a dangerous predator.
Yeah, and then he ran with that, which is the big fucking jumping of the gun.
He simply couldn't say, "I'm sorry," and be genuine about it. Isn't that ironic given the situation?
Mugen was already a friend and confidant before 7. This indicates the relationship existed before the events discussed.
And she tried to get with him. She wouldn't let him go. And when he
wait, what?
And based on any harm to children
okay,
that I was doing, it was because he was a serial cheater. And unfortunately for Mugen, he took.
So what is this person like? They basically just stole Beelzebub from Helltaker.
Of this e-girl Himomo, who made this Google Doc that has over 40 million views, where they labeled him not only as a serial cheater, but as a dangerous predator. The same rhetoric we saw in the video where he covered this Google Doc. Now, anybody looking at this Google Doc on a first glance would know how glaring the issues were with it, and women who stepped forward to share released in the Google Doc fell apart. In fact, Himomo herself released in the Google Doc a Discord conversation
get back with him
with
here.
Psychono when she knew the girlfriend was crying in the other room after discovering all the cheating, and she tried to get with him. She wouldn't let him go.
Oh my god, okay.
And he rejected her.
This is really old. Like, we really shouldn't really care about. I have become drunk. Good for you, good sir. That's a white telling cow. Tell me.
Day crashed genuine a whole tirade. In fact, even Deme for reasonable rage.
You already know all this.
Just heard label which he would delete after flex, which of course he also says that Lolly represents underage characters, and he corrects himself saying the technical definition is underage looking characters.
So he can't even. So miscuing like words
no
too.
Surprise that a normie like Mugen wouldn't even understand what he's talking about.
Don't even know how to use the word lolly correctly. Also, I love how he censors it too. Like, God, tells you what this kind of guy is. Kind of guy he is.
Someone, and also this guy's head would roll if he actually figured out what that term meant, or he came across a character like Rebecca.
Fucking love Rebecca.
Given the fact that just about two.
For Asmon. Oh my god. So yeah, he was there when Asmongold was making the rain streets, like trying to connect. If you like Lolly, then you're basically related to predators or becoming or potential to be you're a potential predator and all that. And trying to go and basically like siding with him, but also like still making fun of him because, you know, it's Asmongold is one of the the bad ones, you know. We're Spurs who defended Lolly for years and who are now struggling endlessly as to whether they should disagree from. I mean, I disagreed with him pretty fucking quickly, I think. It was a really bad fucking take. I can still say that he has like a decent number of good ones, but that was one of his worst ones, and it only got worse and worse because he kept doubling down on it. Doubling, tripling, and quadrupling down on it. Like this, he wants to pretend like we're like a hive minded, but just like go. Like, I don't even watch the guy. I just know of him, and I know that he makes people angry, so it's funny to keep up with him every now and then. And he's trying to pretend like we're the hive mind who like can never disagree with him. Like, okay.
Weeks ago, he had a crash out on Twitter where
everything.
he was somewhat agreeing with and also trying to dunk on Asmongold over his takes involved.
Or just abandon their values overnight for the never-ending grift. Honestly, as to whether they should disagree with him for once. I mean, you don't have to abandon your values. You can disagree with somebody on one or two things. Like, that's just how it works. Never-ending grift. Always doing after that.
He talks about this video from the Internet Anarchist, a proven plagiarist.
I have a banana. I'm gonna eat it.
About Chibi reviews, which ironically enough included a fake screenshot at the beginning of the video, which was also edited out. And when Mugen is describing this video, he describes the high volume of dislikes and negative comments as
oh, this one has way more dislikes. I didn't realize that. So people are actually like properly fighting against this one. That's good.
His words, brigading by Chibi reviews, seemingly under his direction, not genuine feedback.
I didn't even know that who this guy was until like tonight, and now it's just like, wow.
A horrible video that initially started with
again, it's like it's literally the Simpsons situation. It's not like, is it possible that I'm like, am I out of touch? No, it's the gooners, it's the chuds who are wrong. I can't possibly be incorrect about this. It's just a brigade, a review bomb brigade by the Chibi fans.
And also followed by crash outs on Twitter by the same person. No,
I saw it for dinner.
It wasn't actual
for dessert.
It was all brigading.
Way better than what I had.
When it came to Deme and the reaction people were having backlash because it happened in the video, he spends the second most amount of time talking about all the stuff that Chibi has gone through, including the situation with his ex-fiance who...
How is that relevant? Like, why does that fucking matter? Beyond, like, explaining, like, what she was making fun of. That should only come up if you're saying, yeah, he went through this trauma, and then she laughed at it, and that was bad. She shouldn't have done that. That should be the only time you mention it. But apparently he spent, like, the big chunk of the video just discussing it. Okay.
He goes through the grueling details of all these low moments in his life, and I guess that is his context for Deme's response to his hypocrisy criticism given her art standard, where she brought up that his fiance cheated on him and then she laughed about it. And at no point...
I mean, that is the context to, like, what she's laughing at, but still, it's, like, why is that so... Even such importance.
Talk about Deme's relationship and the fact that she took back a guy that she alleged physically and verbally abused her. Now, nobody was expecting him to bring that up just to get a dunk on Deme. It was because of the hypocrisy, not only bringing up low moments.
Yeah, we already went over that.
Bring up her low thing of her projecto. It's the fact she ran to her echo
Yeah,
chamber and giving up.
we already went over that. Yeah, it's all stuff we already know about. We just literally went over.
Stated, I don't really care if it happened or not. Nobody really knows for sure. The only reason why I've even brought that up is because of context, because she...
Yeah, and it would also contribute to the hypocrisy. The whole plapgate, sexgate, the plappening. It's like... It just adds further context and like a potential hypocrisy to the beginning of this whole debacle. It's like, oh, don't sexualize me, but I may or may not have had sex on stream.
Would respond.
I've had instrument for lunch, Sarah for breakfast, so it evens out. I mean, I guess that's a decent meal, set of meals.
Very routinely to people bringing up this possible scenario.
I did have pizza though. I don't know. I just wanted to have a banana too for dessert.
Over to that instead of the hypocrisy and mean girl behavior. And guess what?
Still up, girly, be better.
On the comments.
Yeah, we already went over this. So yeah, this is all the same. Yeah, like really, like the thing with Mugen is just him like misrepresenting the stuff. Like I guess I appreciate him for like, oh gosh, like clarifying that this is false. And again, like Chibi was on the wrong for bringing this up because he himself said like it's just like he himself said like if this is true, this like adds more context as to like her being hypocritical and unstable and potentially even having Stockholm syndrome with her current boyfriend. Like I still have like about like what's going on with her and her boyfriend, but like I said, like at best he's unstable, at worst he is actively a danger to her, and so I don't know. Like he clearly needs at least some like professional help.
Well, that's the drama.
But now I have sexual relations with that VTuber.
But yeah, it's
I
not
did.
Really the focus.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, this isn't as like interesting as I thought it was gonna be regarding Mugen. Like, I don't care. Whatever. He fucked up here and there, but like, it's not like the most like. These videos are like, it's kind of just like a rehash of what we already know about. Anyway. But that's that. Anyway, this is more interesting in my opinion. I heard about this earlier today, and I was like, what the fuck? This was funny. Yeah, the VTuber drama isn't done yet, guys. There's still fucking more to go on. I don't think we're gonna have time to get to this, but well, this one's particularly bad. But let's get through this. We have like about 40 minutes. Let's see how far we can get. Anyway, there was more VTuber drama regarding another one. Let's set the stage here.
So in this video, we once again talking about.
He gets himself into drama, so it's never worth reporting on him. Yeah, like this is the first time I heard about him, but if this is like a common thing with him, if him just like becoming an accessory to drama rather than being like the main source of it, then like who cares? He's just a leech. Mia, is this a common thing? Okay, let's get into this. Hold on.
Miyasu We have covered this VTuber multiple times before because she has been the routine victim of harassment in deplatforming.
Yeah, from what I understand, like she is the one who usually gets like shat on for like no good reason.
Campaigns by multiple communities on Twitter, including the VTubing scene and the Sonic scene as well. They have deemed her problematic.
Right, let's see. Let's go through her stuff.
Virtue signaling about
Yeah, no, wait. Oh yeah. Okay, so basically, from what I understand about Mia, is that she's pretty. She's the one kicked out of the Sega program. Okay, yeah. That's what they mentioned here. She's pretty conservative, like right leaning. She just doesn't want to like get involved with like pride events and things like that, which is like, it's her right. She doesn't have to like want to be around those kind of things. And but she's also a big Sonic fan apparently. And like that's the thing though, like a lot of like the Sonic fandom is like very much caught up in that sort of nonsense of like activism and all that. I mean, a lot of Sonic fans are furries, and a lot of furries are very gay, and they can't kind of separate it from their. They can't just separate it from like their, the media that they consume. I get where she's coming from. For what little I know about Mia, she just wants to talk about Sonic, and then she goes into a Sonic community, and they say like. She's basically just like confronted with like gay furry sex porn. It's like, yeah, we don't talk about Sonic in the Sonic community. In the Sonic community, we talk about gay sex, and I can see why that can kind of get uncomfortable. And like I've made this complaint before. Like maybe you just want to like this is like a problem that I've noticed with like with the alphabet suit community. Like you can't just be gay. You have to make it your entire personality. You have to like insert it into everything. Like I can't just like, again, Sonic is a really good example. I can't just enjoy Sonic. I have to suffer through people talking about how they're gaping their ass for Pride Month or things like that. And I'm not even using that as hyperbole. We've had a problem where a guy literally came onto my stream and told me I'm celebrating Pride Month by gaping my ass with bigger and bigger dildos. And it's like, yeah, thanks for that, guy. I needed to know about that for sure. Like, seriously, there are people who are like that. Plus the Sonic pissing my ass image. Oh my god. No, Tio, I'm saying how like that's a problem. Like a lot of people can't just be gay. They have to be promiscuous and like over sexual about everything. So I think that's where she's coming from. Like again, this is like more like my interpretation as to why she doesn't want. I've seen nothing to suggest as to why that she's like actually homophobic or anything like that. I think she's probably just like experiencing gay fatigue. And honestly, as a bisexual guy, I have been experiencing gay fatigue for like the past like decade. So I get it. But that makes her problematic because she doesn't want to deal with that bullshit.
Well, with a lot of communities who have routinely tried to rip away and to lead the previous campaign receives based on her efforts. Now, one of the people to lead the previous campaigns is
She has a famous clip going around. Can you post in the suggestions? I want to look at it.
VTuber by the name
Curious.
Ems,
As we keep going.
was virtue signaling about Miyasu, saying
being a Sonic about being so out of place because of their mindset on LGBT. Yeah, like I have not seen anything of her actually being like homophobic or anything like that, but if I assume it is in there already from the last time. I'll find it. Okay, yeah, please. I don't know where this is from. I don't recall anything like that.
In the Sonic community, and really led the charge against Miyasu that actually lost.
Yeah, and this is our subject for today, or this set. Ems Berry.
Has received.
Yeah, so he's another big indie VTuber. Well, big-ish. How, like 71k? Oh, she's bigger than Mia then. Damn. And she very clearly is a massive Sonic nerd too. But she's okay with like the forced gayness and everything.
Sliver of the backlash and harassment that Miyasu has received for over the past year or so. And that's because she is about to lose one of her own opportunities.
But yeah, it's like that's the backstory here. Like she constantly is going after Mia, trying to like kick her out of projects. She did that big Sega thing and got her kicked out of it. Celebrated her getting kicked out of it, and she was a big proponent to that. Yeah, so yeah, see Sega, I'm disappointed for being kicked out. Yeah, she got into the creator zone and then she got kicked out of it because of the people being so hurtful. I've been removed, like I mentioned in my streams. I said to anyone, even if we have different opinions, but I guess people only like to mention how much of a bad person I am. Thanks, guys. Yeah, found it. Is this the one I'm thinking of? I think we might have seen it. Wait. Oh, suggestions. Sorry, wrong one.
Whole LGBTQ stuff. I never liked it. I'm not homophobic. I don't care for gay. I don't care.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
However, it is a problem when you're talking about transgender stuff. I feel like you're hurting your body. I think you shouldn't be supporting anybody that says that they're a different gender than what they really are. You're hurting your friends. You're actually this gender. No, these people are hurting, bro. You should not encourage that. If someone tells me, oh, call me a he or a she, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna call you by your name. Oh, I'm all of a sudden this gender. That's just not how that works. Anyone is male and female, and you're born with that biological thing. You are male and female, and I feel like I shouldn't be held back by saying what I feel.
I mean, scientifically, biologically, she's correct. But you know, you can't have that, right? That is dangerous. That is harmful. You cannot say that. That is awful. Okay, so that's Mia. Okay. I didn't even know that was her. Okay. Now we know. Well, now I know. She has a cute voice. Her mouth tracking is a little off, though. I guess mine's a little bad too. But yeah, okay, so that's her, and I can see why people hate her. Because she's popular, has a decent following, and she has problematic opinions. Okay, so she is basically Satan, is what we figured out by these people's standards.
Viral post reporting her to Sega and demanding that she be dropped because she's...
And like, do we see like the thing? It's a nice your host person to Sega. Unfortunately, we're writing to inform you that you're being removed from Sega. This decision was made for the following reasons. Following additional review, we determined that we're unable to continue your purchase of your access. It doesn't really say why she was removed.
So problematic. And as you can see...
Listen to suggestions. Oh, the thing? Wait, hold on. Oh, here it is. Can we see it? Let's see. Well, that's... What do you mean she's lying, by the way? Oh, okay, for saying... Okay. Your access to the following reasons, following additional reviews, standards, we're unable to continue your access. Because of safety standards, that's why. Okay. Remove effect immediately. The program was mass reported. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what was the official reason as to why? Because of safety standards. Okay. because she's not gonna like say your preferred pronouns. Then okay. Now she's a security risk. So basically, is what they're saying, which is fucking bullshit. Okay. So we know that's bullshit. Okay, and then like everyone's like yucking it up, like racist trampo, get out of here. Where did race come into it? Okay.
Some sort of...
I think these are like other so like everyone, there's a ton of people like celebrating it and yucking it up, including this M's person. Preview in this community, okay.
We in the that has a charity aspect, and of course...
Okay, so like this is the Kames thing, and this is the same person. This the main subject of this portion, M's. She responds to this one. She like this. They missed them, and this is a pretty obvious implication towards. Let me see if I can find like the date on this. So like they started gathering like evidence against her too. 7/13/2024. This was the assassination attempt of Donald Trump when he was still running for president before he won the presidency. Kind of fucking suspect there. Interesting. What was the reason that they got rid of Mia? Wasn't it for like safety concerns? I don't know. Wishing death upon someone is kind of
life. She was, in fact,
kind of
there was
suspect.
another post she made in 2025 saying, "I wish the worst
For anyone who voted for that man, I don't care. The worst. That can be taken many different ways. Death, disease, hardship. For people who disagree with her and who voted differently from her. Huh, doesn't sound particularly wholesome and friendly for a charity event. And then people are like coming to her defense, like trying to tank a charity stream over something petty, some petty internet drama, St. Jude of all things. This might be a new low. If St. Jude is a reputable charity, and we all know about St. Jude, isn't St. Jude supposed to be about like promoting life and happiness and like, you know, finding a cure for cancer for children and all that, you know, positive messaging and all that? Why would they want to associate with a bitch who actively is going against that, promoting negativity, promoting hate, promoting death upon those who disagree against her? I suppose bridge meetings. Of course they do. It says the trans surgeries don't actually work. It's like, but when we're saying the trans surgery don't actually work, it's like basically killing trans people. Basically, that it might as well be doing the same fucking thing, right? Seems fine. It's a new idea. Doing to prevent death is good. Inviting murder enthusiasts is not. Exactly what I said. Like, you know, it's about promoting and saving lives, and then you're gonna have somebody come in who actively is encouraging the ending of lives. Like it reminds me a lot of how Blue Archive, Misu's covered this, how Blue Archive has like some of the worst promoters that they invite on streamers who are not privy to Blue Archive at best. Some of the people they I mean, they invited some decent people, but like oftentimes the bad ones are like at best they either never played the game, or at worst they actively hate the context of the game, which is like, you know, lowly characters and like, you know, sexualizing them and all that. Why would you invite somebody to promote your events that is antithetical to what you're promoting? That doesn't make sense. And this is worse because like there's like, you know, Blue Archive is a video game. This is a charity for curing cancer. And you're inviting somebody who actually wants people dead because they think differently from her. My children's hospital needs to be equitable and diverse. Well, of course they do.
It's a great idea. Doesn't like Trump.
And then they're trying to like press like say get us in like Trump. And if I remember correctly, yeah, the creator of Sonic actually follows Trump. It's just it's just like a funny addition to that. Why not feature your favorite creator who apparently is the arbiter who is allowed to like Sonic?
M's has been playing. They've been playing this. I really think all
Okay, and then she tries to like fight back. I really think all you need to remember, we creators are also human. Is Mia not human too? Is she not? Are the people who voted for Trump not human too? Like all these people that you want dead or disagree with? Well, basically anyone who disagrees with her deserves death by her standards. Are they not human too? We have feelings and thoughts too. Do they not have thoughts and feelings too? Yeah, it's an opportunity. You're performative and fake. Yeah, it sounds like you are being performative by exactly what I pointed out. If posted your performative, what do you want from us? I'm being for real, by the way. What do you want from me to not seem fake to you? Post my ID. No, that's not what people are asking for. They're asking you to not be a fucking diabolical little cunt who wishes death upon people. And maybe a good first step would be to like apologize to Mia, but you know, that's never gonna fucking happen. Or like apologize for being performative and fake. At the end of the day, I'm just a corny Sonic. I'm just a silly little guy. I'm just a silly guy. I'm not doing anything mean or weird. That's what that sounds like. I'm just a corny Sonic fan. Like, no, bitch, that's not what people are making fun of you for. Who just happens to get lucky sometimes. Nobody is mad at you for being a Sonic fan. They always deflect. It always latch onto the weirdest fucking things. Like, no, you're making fun of me for this thing. No, they'll talk about literally everything, but what the actual issue is. Oh, this over charity, by the way. Yes, it is over charity, and we don't think that you're a good representative of something so integral and important. Glad you understand. Targeting people, attacking, and making shit up. Literally, those are your two tweets. Those are your tweets. And unless they're proven to be fake, which at no point has she like alleged or said. As far as I'm aware, she has not said anything against that. It's so fucking weird and screams jealously. Think before. Oh, we're just jealous. Clearly, we're just jealous. I'm not even a Sonic fan. I didn't even know about this chick until earlier today. I just know that she is insufferable. By the way, the anime that animated the Trump anal virginity. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that. What about it? Is it available? Can I watch it?
All you need to remember,
I was gonna fuck all of you.
we creators are also
bring in the Secret Service too. I'll fuck them too. It got anime. Where is it? I want to see it.
human. We have feelings and thoughts too.
We have
It's an
feelings and
opportunity.
thoughts too, but our enemies though, we don't care about their feelings or thoughts. The true color, she doesn't accept Mia to be a human being. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. It also has feelings and thoughts too. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Base Sonic fan. I can tell you can tell he's a Sonic fan because of the character. But you know, base Sonic fan, let's go. Sonic's fine. It's just like a lot of Sonic fans are a little crazy. I mean, we had two decent ones in this video, Mia and the other guy. Oh yeah, and then all this. There's like a clip that we're gonna watch later, of Fizzy or whatever the fuck her name is. Straight up all over the places. She constantly contradicting herself. Yeah, like she again, like this is very similar to Emma, like just contradiction and hypocrisy. Like, I'm a human too. Consider my feelings and what I'm going through, but if I don't like you, you might as well be dirt. Or in the dirt. That's not right. Okay, let's listen to her video. Let's just listen to her go off.
Person gets banned, but she's saying she's basically getting targeted because people are like jealous and for the most ridiculous reasons, completely ignoring the context of why people are complaining about her being there. And also, she reminds everyone, she's still there. Don't worry, she's still there. Well,
bunch of chuds are constant. And it's really funny. It's really funny. I think it's really cute that a bunch of chuds are
That's a chuz. Always goes back to that, isn't it? Always. That's all. That's what the people are criticizing her. They're just chuds. They're just racists and right wingers. Who cares?
constantly talking about me.
oh, it's the Chuds constantly talking. Isu.
But they're just like there's just a bunch of like people who don't. They're getting it political when it does not need to be.
You made it political when you started like making death threats to people who voted for the guy, and for people who don't agree with you, and then like let's let it.
Just political people just being upset because they're other whatever fucking pink chud VTuber because I said something against them a while.
Pink Chud VTuber. I wonder who they're talking about. Got the great part. Boo.
Back because I still stand. Oh, by the way, I still stand by it.
I still like. I'm not political, but I still stand by the awful things I said about this person and how they deserve death because they think a different way from her.
Because I said something against them a while back because I still stand. Oh, by the way, I still stand by it.
Well,
Yeah, she still stands by her death threats and calls for violence.
that's good to know. She still stands by the crusade she helped lead against Miyasu, but she also calls her a pink-haired shud.
So that's good to know. That she still stands by those beliefs. Like that's good. Noted for later.
And also,
So she hasn't changed, basically, is what we confirmed.
It's
I'm not gonna get.
amazing. It's like they want their cake and to eat it too.
I'm not gonna get into who and what and where and why. If you know, you know. If you're chronically online, you'll know. But just because I don't agree with somebody and I said that they don't really belong, like around the community, which I still stand by. You know, like everybody has an audience, and apparently I'm just not their type, and that's fine.
So when you were not the type of audience for someone like Miyasu, why didn't you just like have that?
Like leave them alone, right? Like it's fine, right? Like if they don't agree with each other, then fine. Just stay away from each other.
Same attitude.
Just leave it.
I'm not getting political, by the way. If anybody's worried, I'm not gonna get
Not
political. I
political
never
at all.
will be. I never bring up political shit in my streams. I mean,
It's only to advocate and celebrate political.
if you know this, I'll joke about Mr. Kirk here and
I'm not political, but I'm gonna bring up Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I'm not political though. Oh, she's a delight. She's a
there.
Not political though. Oh god.
Joke about Mr. Kirk here and there. Interesting. Wow. Well,
Yeah, I'm just gonna joke about and celebrate the death of an innocent man, but I'm not political though. I had no problem with him, but I just joke about him and glad that he's dead and everything. Like this is the kind of people that we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with.
we'll add that to the list, I guess. About Charlie.
I'm not political. I'm not like.
She keeps saying it over and over again. It's almost as if she's trying to convince herself. At this point. Oh my god.
I don't care. I don't care what you believe in. I'm here to have fun.
I don't care what you believe in, but if you don't believe what I say, which I still stand on, by the way, she said it earlier herself. But if you don't believe in what I believe in, you don't belong near me or in my communities, and you also might just deserve death.
You don't care what people believe in, you just want to have fun. That's why you said you wish the worst on people who voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's just oh my god, hypocrisy, the double think with these people. That's why a lot of people compare them to Orwellian ideology, because they literally believe in it. They believe in doublethink. I'm not political, but you have to agree with me on all these political things, though.
I mean, how many layers of hypocrisy can we
Believe in, then that's fine. If believe in things that the typical person doesn't believe in, then that's fine. As long as you don't bring politics in the chat, I don't care what you resign in. As long as you don't bring harm to people.
I don't bring harm to people, but I will wish harm upon you. I will celebrate. I will mourn the missing of the missing of a bullet that was intended to do harm upon somebody. Amazing.
I don't care.
You seem to be pretty gleeful about harm being directed towards a president you don't like.
But yeah, they're trying everything in their power to get me removed because I apparently, according to them, I'm the reason why their VTuber that they got removed from the Sega Creator Program.
I mean, she wasn't from what I understand, she wasn't the only one. It's just that you're the biggest voice, and also you're just a bundle of hypocrisy, as we got in from this 1 minute clip that we keep having to pause to point out your hypocrisy. If she, again, we go back to Mia's the explanation as to why Mia was removed, and it was because of safety concerns. if she is a safety concern, then what are you, sweetheart? With your calls for violence, with your cries of your cries of mourning when violence was unsuccessfully committed. That sounds like a safety concern to me.
Or whatever.
Well, you were a part of it for sure, but launched against by how people set a stand. Now you're being held to.
That's what they're running with. So they're trying to give me a taste of my own medicine?
Yes.
They're just jealous. No, Jen ass they are, but it's okay.
Just
it's okay.
jealous.
Yeah, she just jumps she's so confident, like she feels so safe in her position. Like, they're just jealous. Like, haha, they're just coming after me. Like they can't touch me though. Like I've done nothing wrong. I'm the normal one actually. Yeah. And from what I understand, let's see. Let's see where it is. Where is it?
And as you can see, they have of course gone private, but 100%. They feel like they're completely untouchable, that they can act a fool, say heinous. It's crazy. But Miyasu would share some of this stuff and say, as you know, I was removed from the Sega.
I'm gonna say, I think, do I let them silence me? They pretend I'm just fine. Because allowing this mainly because of the numbers, no matter the numbers is wrong. The irony with these posts is just ridiculous. And speaking about this since I've been sitting back and watching all this unfold. Began with posts from Minor on the site, and my post each story was spread and it caused people to start fuming on me that never knew me to begin with. But because of this sole video, everything is different. I spoke about this whole thing for no reason. I spoke about it because of what I could feel in the Sonic community. People were telling me how to behave, and I have no say so. I feel uncomfortable, so I had to eventually say something so that I continue supporting something like this. I mean, it sounds reasonable.
I have to speak the truth. I can't just really still whining about
He causes a charity stream announcement. It's a whole nother level for you.
for you. To now it's saying, are people just going to ignore this? And I think the whole drama really these screenshots that we already referred to. And I think the whole drama really sums up to these tweets right here. Virtue signaling, trying to get Miyasu out for being wrong think. Then tweeting heinous stuff like this. Then virtue signaling about how good of a person they are and how horrible and awful people are being towards her. And then locking down. Locking down.
Yeah, okay. So she hasn't been kicked out. I'm hopefully there's a yet there, but no, she has not been kicked out. But people are calling her out, so this is the last that we heard from her before she locked down. Like if there's any justice, she will get removed. Again, people are bringing up her bullshit. Like again, she sounds like way more of a security risk than some chick who doesn't want to use like your preferred pronouns. Like really, that's dangerous. That's a security risk. But actually wishing death upon people is not. That's just fucking ridiculous. But of course, like, you know, it depends on like the event organizers. If they are truly of the belief that are like, if they're like ideologically on her side, then they'll let her get away with basically anything. Like, you know, that's a few death threats amongst friends, right? You know, but like, oh, that person who misgendered you, well, clearly that's the real danger here. We got to get rid of her. Fucking disgusting. There was justice, Mia wouldn't have gotten kicked out in the first place. Yeah, she wouldn't have been kicked out. You're right. I don't know, but like, at the very least, I would hope there would be like at the very least, I would hope like she'd get a taste of her own medicine. I mean, she's kind of getting it right now, with people like calling her out and like getting ridiculed in herself. to the point that she like feels the need to lock down her page. And hopefully it's I don't know, hopefully like Sega will listen and actually pay attention this time. Is there somewhere we can go to like if you know where you can complain about it, TOA, let me know. So like I don't know, encourage people to go like report MZ, like, cause she deserves to lose her position here. Cause it just ain't right. Also, where is it? Where is it? We're here at the beginning. Mizu is incredibly base. She's on my follow. I hope she's doing okay. She deserves more support, like way more than this creature. Hope she gets some good opportunities soon, and I don't know. Hopefully things will go alright for her. There's a link to the program and suggestions. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this thing. Let's see. And how do I like report? How do I report? I don't want to apply. I want to report. Press demo, sign in. Also, I'm not a Sega fan. I played Total War, and that's about it regarding anything owned by Sega. I guess they also like at first Sega owns Total War, right? I think they also own Atlas. You don't know? It's all right. Do they own Atlas? Yeah, they also own Atlas, so I guess they do play. They do that as well. But so yeah, Persona. But yeah, Sega's like dropping the ball here. Though, to be fair though, this is being run by the English organizers, and let's be real. In our experience, English organizers of Japanese events, of Japanese properties, are very, very ideologically captured. Whether it's like the studios who promote voice actors or the voice actors themselves, localizers, they're all very ideologically captured. So I wouldn't be surprised if they see Emmy and what she does, MZ, how you pronounce her fucking name, and they probably think to themselves like, "You go, girly, good job, keep it up." Like they don't see anything wrong with what she's doing. In fact, I imagine they might even encourage it. But so that's unfortunate. You know, the people who make the games don't even know anything about the promotion and all that. They never even see the people that are promoting the games, which is unfortunate. You'd think that they would want to see if you know, a psychotic promoter of death was promoting Sonic on top of that. Like I don't think they would be proud of that or happy about that, but you know. Unfortunate. I'm glad that like people are calling her out to the point that she is coping, but you know, it's not enough. She should not have this opportunity. She should not be in this program. Neutral ending would be her getting kicked out as well. Good ending would be her getting kicked out and then them re-inviting Mia back in. Because like that would be true and fair, honestly, at this point. But I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know when this event's happening, or like it might be an ongoing thing. You become a creator and then you just keep going. But again, we'll see what happens. Fuck her. And I wish Mia all the best. Hope she can keep doing her thing, keep growing, because she deserves it. She seems like a genuinely sweet gal who just like, she has it's just boundaries again, right? She has boundaries, but like, you know, people aren't willing to respect that. So, you know, she's a monster because of it. Ain't it a shit? Anyway, we're getting close to rounding up the stream, so let's just quickly go over this. Stop Killing Games is still ongoing. I recommend going watching this video by Accursed Farms. There was an issue. Actually, wait, no, there was another video. Not this video. You want to watch? Where's the latest one? This video. Wait, no. Where is it? No. Accursed Farms. This spot. Okay, that's not the one. Okay, so whatever. The point is, there was a they basically told them that like we can't do this because of the whole issue regarding. They're basically intentionally misinterpreting the point of stock killing games, which I should be following, by the way. Because the point of stock killing games is to make games continually playable even after end of service. They're not saying that you should continue the service, but at the very least, you should allow players to play the single player portion of the game, or even better, hand over rights to servers to players so they can continue supporting the server. And they basically completely misinterpreted because they're a bunch of fucking boomers and also being lied to by big gaming lobbies like from Ubisoft and Activism and the like. But they're not done yet. It's not all doom and gloom. They actually are hoping that in the future, moving forward, they can like per the hands we're pushing forward the European amending second to digital. Yeah, they're gonna make it. They're hoping to make it part of the Digital Fairness Act pushing forward. So like the commission failed, but it's not final. It doesn't mean like we're done. We can keep going. Also, this is fucking sick. Free made it from the lab teams at the end today. You know. That's just a good meme. Find a way to report on the program website. I think people just spam Sega support. Oh, okay. Give you a link to that. Sure. I mean, you can send it to me personally. Or put in suggestions. Probably that too. But yeah, so things are not great, but we're not dead. We're not dead yet regarding stop killing games. So like just keep that in mind. No, we don't have to like black pill just yet. Video some like one last little update about like Stellar Blade. Two things. One, basically the people who love Big Pomni or Top Pomni from the from the new Fortnite skins are saying to the people who hate Eevee, and they're making the same excuses, not excuses, but the same reasoning as to why we like Eevee, and like it's okay to like Eevee. She's an adult. She has the proportions of an adult. She acts like an adult. But no. For them, none of that matters because her face looks too young. But, you know, all of these could be applied to Pomni, too. And they will give you the same things. Like, she acts like an adult. She's canonically 25. Yeah, she looks cutesy, but, you know, but her proportions are an adult in this version of her. Never mind her canon version. She's like 4 feet tall and, like, flat as a board. So, yeah, just, like, the fucking hypocrisy of it all. Like, you can like both characters. Like, I like Pomni. Like, I plop Pomni all day and night. But I also like Eevee, but apparently one's a problem and the other is not, even though they both qualify as young-looking. And Pomni actually qualifies as an actual loli. At least if you're going by her, like, her canon appearance in the show. So, congratulations. Similar to Firen, and Rebecca from Cyberpunk. If you like Pomni, you're a lolicon. Congratulations. Welcome to the Horde. And this one's a little more concerning. Apparently people are trying to mass report Stellar Blade Blood Rain to Visa and MasterCard to try to get them to ban it or make it a restricted item that you cannot pay for or hope to buy. Very similarly to what happened with Collective Shout last year, or was like a year before. Several games got delisted from like places like Steam and such because Collective Shout was able to like successfully, or specifically Visa and MasterCard were able to successfully have them distinguished as like adult or harmful content. Basically, they're trying to like. So basically, people on Reset Era in particular, if you know anything about Reset Era, there are a bunch. It's like literally Tumblr / Blue Skies, but dedicated to gaming. The skin is the best part of the digital circus. Show was mid. I liked the first 2 episodes. They were alright. I ship Jax and Pomni. I like to imagine him giving her the bunny cock. I mean what? Anyway. But yeah, so Reset Era, yeah, look cringe. They're like literally the worst fucking people hate Jax now. Good. Only I'm allowed to love it. I wouldn't be surprised though. Whatever, I don't that's not the point. We're talking about Stellar Blade. But yeah, like they're literally running to nanny state essentially. And trying to beg them, like Visa, MasterCard, ban this game, so the chuds can't enjoy it, and because like they're literally jerking it to child porn and yada yada yada. It's just such a fucking petty and bullshit move. There's not much more beyond that we are aware of. Apparently they're banning discussion of the game at all in Reset Era, which is kind of a good thing, so like they can't like rally support to keep pinging Visa as much. But a lot of them are still saying that they are reporting to Visa and trying desperately to get Blood Rain banned or restricted in some way, which is just like it's just like the lowest fucking move, like literally running to nanny state so that other people can't play with their toys. It's just such fucking disgusting move on their part. Like they're literally trying to weaponize probably the most destructive force that could at any point be appealed to get rid of stuff that you don't like, to get rid of like the things that they deem problematic. It's just horrible and disgusting. Like again, this brings up to mind like people need to make an alternative to Visa and MasterCard already. Like either Elon or Gabe with Steam need to make like an alternative card already. Like something needs to come out, and we need to be able to dump this bullshit. Like if it's not illegal content, we should be able to pay for it as adults, as paying customers. And again, like it's not even adult content. It's a mature rated. It's likely going to be a mature rated game, 17+. And it's just so fucking stupid. Yeah, it's concerning. Hopefully nothing comes of it, but this is a concerning new strategy that we're seeing from these kind of people. Literally, it's probably the equivalent of like trying to make a deal with the devil, essentially, because this devil can easily turn on them at any given time. But you know, as long as it gets rid of the problematic material, who the fuck cares? They're willing to like sell their souls or press the red button and damn us all if it gets what they want. Really quite concerning. Not much more to it than that, but we'll see. Hopefully this is the end of it, but if this comes up again, if Visa, MasterCard start saying like, yeah, we're looking into the game or something like that, or decide that they're gonna or come out straight up and say that they're gonna try to ban the game or like restrict it, then well, I'll be there to tell you guys about it. Anyway, that's the debrief. Like I said, it was all basically just VTuber drama for the most part. I can see why Akko and Mizu and Rayma, a lot of other streamers do VTuber drama because it's a lot to talk about. Like again, we spent like more than like nearly the entire stream just talking about VTubers. Like, I don't want to become exclusively like a VTuber drama. I want to talk about like games and culture and things like that too. Like initially, I wanted to talk more about the Visa thing, and also I wanted to talk about Doctor Who was canceled. There is officially no more Doctor Who stuff in the works at this point anymore, and that's incredibly surprising. That just tells you how bad the recent season was, and like how people just completely utterly rejected it. Even the government money that BBC gets wasn't enough to keep it going. They literally adopted a strategy of like, we're gonna force you to eat the slop whether you like it or not, and it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. My streak broke, so if you set up the points on kick, I'd be a warm body over there. Has less latency anyway. Okay. No worries. About breaking the streak for last week of Demi. Yeah, hopefully last week of Demi. I did mention, I mean, you did tell us that, like, remind us that she is still technically on vacation. This might blow up as when she comes home. We'll see what happens. Either way, you know, it's always fun to just chat and, you know, talk about whatever random bullshit is going on. So, you know, even if it's frustrating, at least it's interesting. At least we're not bored. Anyway, that is it for the debrief and it for this week, guys. Hope you had a good one. I know I did. It was tons of fun. Let's see. Obviously, no stream tomorrow. I like to take Sundays off. Also have to work tomorrow. I have to come in. But I will try to have a schedule up by tomorrow. Always great. Oh, thank you, Tia, and thank you for being here. Always appreciate having you here. One of my most loyal troopers. But yeah, I will try to have a schedule up by tomorrow evening. We'll probably be doing Dark Tide, Skitari. I really do like the Femboy robot Wi-Fi network and the Femboy everyone Garen. It's just I really want to play as the robot class. I'm sorry, I like cyborgs a lot. Also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna consume, like, I'll get it for a Seo, I promise. I know it plays no Garanthem. I never get Garanthem. I know how to load my Garen. I'm good at it anyway. But yeah, we'll probably do that, but we'll also be continuing things like Moimon, Pragmata, things like that. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what it's gonna look like by tomorrow night, hopefully. But yeah, besides that, guys, thank you for showing me a good time like you always do. I always appreciate it. Hope you all stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you all again real soon, alright? Later. Alright, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.